Alright, hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of Muckluck Streams. I'm your charming, self-proclaimed, and just woke up host Muckluck, and today we are back in the wonderful world of Guild Wars 2, which is Tyria, by the way. Did you know that? Hello there. Welcome, one and all. Shugo says, testing Patreons now as they work on YouTube yet. No, they do not work there yet. That is on the list of things our wonderful bot guy is trying to make happen, but not yet. Happy Tuesday to you as well, Soap. Thank you. Hello, Mucka Chat. Good afternoon. Hello, Goddess. Good afternoon, Jinxie. Hello. Let's see. Does anyone know why Lear still does not list clots of congealed screams and calcified gas? I have no idea. Another weird thing about that is when you open the big treasure chest in, oh god, the new zone. I can't even think of it. Naos. When you open the big treasure chest in Naos, you don't get calcified gas. But when you open the big treasure chest in the Archipelago or in Amnitas, you do get the zone currency for those zones. So, I'm not sure. There's a few weird things about that they clearly did not make equal to the other two zones. Maybe they'll fix it, I'm not sure. Good morning, Hypercurrent. What's up, Muck? Hope you're doing great. I am doing okay. I'm tired. I have not been awake for very long. But I'm doing good. Calcified gas, not the final currency, maybe? Possibly. That would be really weird if that was the case. Because the, you know, each zone had one unique thing, and then when you get enough of it, you could trade it for, like, the larger thing. Like, the static charges could be traded for the case of lightning. And in Naos, the new thing we hadn't seen before is the calcified gas. So it would be kind of odd if that wasn't the big thing. Hey, look, it's a wild Muckluck. It's me! But yeah, it's possible because they're going to add onto that zone 2 more times. It is possible they could tweak the currency. I'd be surprised if they did, but it's possible. Good day, my question about how you came to Ranger as your main profession. What was your first character, or just the character you thought that fits you? Hello, Lloyd. The first character I made was actually a Sylvari Necro. I was like, you could play plant people? That's so weird. Ranger, I have played every single class to max level. For me, I love builds where you have, like, you know, summoned companions, either necromancers with their undead, or rangers with their pets, or in other games, artificers with summoned golems and totems and turrets, or, you know, traps, ballistas, like anything where you basically, like, you bring your own backup. I love that. In this game, you got necros with minions, you got mechanists and mechs, you got rangers with ranger pets. I also love playing support. It's pretty rare in MMOs that you could be a support and a pet class at the same time. There's a few of them. But in this class, you can with the support mech or druid. And the I do like healing and stuff. And then I got, over time, I got to the point where I would love playing the support druid almost more than playing the actual pet build. So then I started comparing all the support builds. Excuse me, clearing my throat. And well, like, I really love the ability to basically snap my hands and revive a ton of people that went downstate. Like, the ability to save a pug with 1 click. And support Scourge does that decently. Heal Mech, Heal Spectre, Heal Rev cannot do that at all. Support Guard and Support Tempest each have, like, a signet on a long cooldown they can use. Druid, though, Druid can do Search and Rescue, Allies Aid, and Glyph of the Stars. And each of those different things are on, like, 40-second cooldowns. They can each res people with a very short cooldown. And so it ended up being my favorite. Another thing is when thinking about, like, what class is going to be my favorite, one of the things I used to make the decision early on was, do I enjoy playing it on land? Do I enjoy playing it in the water? Am I still okay playing it when I'm downstate? And Ranger downstate's OP, but Ranger was the only one that I said yes to all 3 of those. Like, I like my Engineer, but when my Engineer goes downstate, I just let go of the keyboard. It's over. You are not getting back up as an Engineer from downstate. There's
Thank you for not being the typical blowhard streamer.
What is the typical blowhard streamer? Am I missing out by not doing that? Average. Thank you, I think. I'm not sure exactly what I am or am not doing. Seiko says, hey, Mott, Condi or Power Mech for PvE? They're both good. I'll say Condi's more buttons. So it depends on what you want to do. Like, you know, maximum Condi damage, you're going to be doing a lot of kit swapping. Use Glyph of Reaping? No, I get less money. Glyph of Reaping allows you to AoE harvest, which it would help speed that up a tiny bit. Do you see all the Volatile Magic I'm getting over here? Volatile Magic stuff, Volatile Magic stuff, Volatile Magic stuff, Volatile Magic stuff. Just the other day, I turned 1,000,000 Volatile Magic into 4,000 gold. 4,000. So, if someone with Glyph of Reaping farms their home instance, they finish a few seconds faster than me. I finish a few seconds slower than them, but I get more money. I'll take that trade. I get way more money. No. Glyph of Reaping, I would only use if I had an alt that was parked at, like, the tree with all, like, the farm with all the Elderwood trees, where you just, like, log in, cut down 7 trees, log out. I would definitely not use that for home instance. Maybe a streamer that swears a lot. Do I need to be swearing more often? Darn tootin'. Hey Mug, I'm just starting out on a burning base Condi guard, getting wrecked by fire immune destroyer mobs. Are those common? Do I need to look at different build?
Now this is a find.
Fire immune. Okay, in the original Guild Wars 2 when it came out, a lot of things had immunities. They later were like, this was a mistake, and they removed that. I actually don't know where there are still fire immune mobs in the game. No, that is not common. That is rare at this point in the game. Didn't you also spend 4k gold to get 4k gold? Yes. Yeah, so when you buy a trophy shipment, you spend some Volatile Magic and 1 gold, and you get a trophy shipment that has 2 gold worth of materials. So in the end, I spent 1,000,000 Volatile Magic and 4,000 gold, and got back 8,000 gold. Yes. So I got back 100% what I put in, and then 4,000 gold bonus in a trade for the 1,000,000 Volatile. And I've done that trade twice. It's a streamer that spends 2 hours blathering about a topic they clearly know nothing about but have an expert opinion on. Oh, are we talking politics today? The third criteria is goddamn relatable. I started this game as a thief and I love being able to shout a step out of danger. I'm conflicted being Spectre and Firebrand. It's hard to decide. Nice. Good profit then? Absolutely.
This is a find.
I've still got more of that stuff to sell. I spent hours on M2K Day, the 2000 stream last week, giving away just like tons and tons and tons of trade mats. Like I would just like pick a winner and they'd get like 20 to 100 gold worth of trade mats and then pick a winner, and I just did that like hundreds of times. And I still have tons of trophy shipments that I need to liquidate, so I'll start opening those and selling them. Shout out for the vision guide. The collection's more brutal than Aurora. I hope it helps. I really loved the steps that I was able to do like a PvP reward track and just skip them. Looking forward to Mace Ranger because I want to leap on a guy and beat him like Donkey Kong. It looks intriguing. Okay, every single one of the new weapon sneak peeks was missing information, right? It was like, here's what the 5 does. And they don't tell you what the 2 through 4 does. Or they'll be like, this skill, when you press it, it'll flip over, and there's another skill that does this. And I'm like, okay, so that means this weapon has 9 skills instead of 5, and we know what 2 of them do. So we need more info to really decide if they're going to be good or bad. But I will say, I'm excited by the prospect of Mace Ranger. Like, I hope it's good. I do hope it is good. Okay. There's that. Michael, watch your YouTube video. It's true, Scourge Necro heal sucks. It can only provide shield and barrier. How sad I only play Necro. Wait, Scourge Necro heal sucks. Wait, what? That's not true. I played Scourge like 2 days ago for like all strike missions. No, Scourge healing. Okay, hold on a sec. It used to be true that Scourges were great revivers, great at barrier. They were bad at boons, bad at healing. That used to be true. Now, They are good barrier, good reviving, not as good as they were, but still very good. Better than Guardian or Tempest. Very good healing. Their healing got way improved. Much better boons. And the only thing I would say is the weakness of the current Scourge is they do not have stability on demand. And they do not have swiftness for their group. So you feel slow running around if no one else is providing that. Mud, can I steal your unstable motivation for convergence? I'll be doing EU convergence a little bit later, I'm sure. Stabby well on Scourge. Stabby well? Do you mean the well that gives you a stability for 1 second? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on. I'm logging on my Scourge for just a second. Can Necro still pull a bunch of people together in group res? Yes. Yeah? Well, first of all, that doesn't really fit in the build. And second of all, that's not enough. Like, hold on. Which one is it? Well of Power. That's 2 seconds. Yeah. It's not and also there's like a it's very, very quick. And, like, okay, there's a few problems there. You'd have to give up something crucial. It's only 2 seconds, and it's a small area, and it has a cast time. That's not really viable. That's not viable for that. If you compare that to, like, Druid, is just, like, click, instant cast, everyone within, like, 900 gets a stability stack. Same with, like, Mechanist and a bunch of others. Then it's not really any comparison.
Prove your strength to Ox by becoming the Ox.
Where is the... There it is.
Use it to move those offerings.
You have 45 seconds of swiftness on a Warhorn, so you don't feel slow, but everyone else around you do. I usually don't even use Warhorn when I play support Scourge. Usually have Staff to keep regen on more people. And then I have Torch on the other one to help keep Might up. So I actually don't even feel like there's room for the Warhorn. You could work it in, I guess, in place of the Staff if you had to, but... Revenant Brick Road is best up. Yeah, Revenant Brick Road is really, really good. Plus, again, you're arguing over 1 second of 1 stack of stability. Rev Brick Road will give you, you know, like 6 to 10. Druid, for example, you can use a Glyph to get one stack of stability on your whole party for like 12 seconds. Or you can use Glyph of the Stars, which gives everyone like 6 to 10 stacks of stability in the area after like a 1 second cast time.
Now this is a find.
So no, I stand by what I said. I think that Scourge is now good barrier, good healing, good boons, good revives. No good stability or swiftness on demand for their party. That's their weakness when compared to other healers right now. I just joined. I assume no, you talk about PvE raids. Yeah, someone was asking if someone made the comment that Scourge healing was bad, and I disagreed. Like, Scourge healing with the changes that they made some time ago was dramatically improved. Their boons were very much improved. They can keep up, you know, all the might now. They can keep up Fury. They can keep up regen without spamming Staff 2. They can keep Prot up, which was not something they could do at all before. So they've got a lot that they didn't have before. My bad, I was talking about World v World. It's awesome there. Gotcha. Hey, Hironoto. Next one. You can have 45 seconds of swiftness on Warhordes so you don't feel slow. Everyone else, yeah. Here's hoping we get a better indicator for Pistol Ellie, because else all Asura Pew Ellies are suffering. I was talking about the rocks and stuff floating above your head. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to see in certain situations. I've heard that from Deadeyes before as well, that like, depending on the zone they're in, they have trouble seeing the malice above their bar. Because it's like so dark. If the new Axe Thief feels underwhelming, does ANET usually develop additional abilities, like offhanded Axe abilities as a backup? If it feels underwhelming, I've never seen them dramatically rework a weapon before, but they've also never added like a new weapon before now. Like from time to time, they'll rework like an ability, but that usually takes a long time. I don't think they'll like release Axe and then a very short time later be like, oh, it's not a hit, let's redo it again. I'm scared of MC and T6 prices when Leggy Relic and Armor hits in a few months. Is the Relic hitting in a few months? I don't know if it is.
A Muckin Prime for a Muckin streamer. Hope you are doing good. Any upcoming games you are excited to try out?
Hey, Pran. Grim Dawn in 2024 has a new expansion pack, and Titan Quest 2 in 2024. Both of those looking forward to. The others, there's games that I'm playing right now. Stranded Alien Dawn just got a huge update. And what was the other one besides Stranded? Dungeons 4. I'm in the middle of both of those right now, and I'm having an absolute blast. So I was looking forward to those for a long time, and I've not been disappointed. Good morning, Mucka Peoples. Hey, Smashy. Hi, Guy. Hi, Dada. Is Salvage-O-Matic still the first item to get in the gem store? I'm still debating if there's anything better for me, like Commander Tag or Unbreakable Tools. I actually have a video called Top Quality of Life Things from the gem store. That's a link to it right there in the YouTube chat box if you're interested. Copperfed Salvage-O-Matic is still my first pick, is the short answer. That video would, you know, go into details and stuff if you want it. Alright, let's do light energy converter, crowbar, large bag of obsidian.
Good morning, Muckluck. Muckluck, hi, by the way, have you tried Cult of the Lamb? If not, when will you try it?
I have. If you would like to see my first playthrough of Cult of the Lamb, Eliandria, on Muckluck Plays, just type in Cult and search for the Cult of the Lamb playlist, and it's there. There's also there's actually two Cult of the Lamb playlists because I went back to the game after they did the free massive content update. So I've actually got two playlists, one for my first playthrough of the core game and one for my first playthrough of the update, if you want to see it. Mark, did Engineer Rifle get a complete rework? Yeah, it did. After 8 years. What I'm saying is, if the Thief Axe comes out and it's not a hit, that doesn't mean they're going to instantly do a rework on it. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not impossible. I'm saying it took for freaking ever. Like, it's a very slow process. Why get obsidian like that? I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to get with it. Let's see. Where's my Mac? Hi, Mock. Did you win versus chat? I did, Jackals. I'm amazing. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Hello, Fox. I really wish Copperfed came with a shared inventory by default. I feel like I get first the shared slots, then I get a Copperfed. That's a one-time thing. Oh my god. Alright, so this is leftovers from M2K. It's gonna take a while to sell, but we'll get our money back. Inventory wars. Sweet Moses. Oh, we can make it worse. Here, look.
Now this is a find.
It's lagging so bad. It's lagging so bad. All right, I'm gonna close it. Yeah, see these crates? They're full of this. Remember that guy earlier that was like, you should use Glyph of Reaping? I'm like, no, man, Glyph of Volatility. This is why. Glyph of Volatility gets you this. Are you taking over the market price? No. What I did is on the 2000th daily stream, which was last week, I took 1,000,000 volatile magic and 4,000 gold, and I bought 8,000 gold worth of materials, and then I just started doing tons of giveaways. And I did giveaways for like 14 hours. But this is what's remaining at the end of that. Like, I didn't even, it was too much. I couldn't give it all away in time. You're gonna crash the market. Oh man, I hope so. Muck the market. Is the game lagging bad right now? No, it was just my game was lagging while I was doing that stuff with the treasure chest.
Olamuck, that's a lot of materials.
But any of that with a deposit button, I'm full on now. Convert them? Dude, there's so many. Heck no. No. That would take so long, I think. That would take so freaking long. I'll let someone else convert them. I'm just gonna get my bag. Give us some in the evening. Windshark, I just said, oh my god, you are a beggar. I just gave out 14 hours worth of this stuff. This is just the leftovers. Conversion stream. Oh my god. Like, yeah, I could do that. Converting materials is like you take one tier 6, a bunch of T5, and then you put it into the Mystic Forge with a few other knickknacks, and you get a bunch of T6 out. You're basically trading your time and spirit shards for money. I'm not willing to do it. I'm just not interested. Leftovers are tomorrow's meal. Oh my god. Have Mini Muck run the stream for a day? Pretty sure since he's below age 12, if I wasn't at the stream with him, that it would just ban my account. Where did he get the mats? Trophy shipments. Storm in the Guild. Mike, do you think ArenaNet will give us role players in-game love? Because everywhere we go so far, everything we got so far has been April Fool's joke. Wait, I'm sorry. So, Pavilion, hold on. Do I think ArenaNet will give role players in-game love? Because everything we got has been an April Fool's joke. Give role players in-game love? I don't understand. Role players, like, that's just using your imagination. What do you need ArenaNet to give you to roleplay? I'm truly confused right now. Do you need like a Goldshire Inn? Like, what are you asking for? Kiss emotes? I'm truly confused here. Because, like, I see people that RP, like, I'm not into, like, that's not within my interest bubble, but I see people that, they spend, like, tons of time on their outfits, and then they RP with them and stuff like that. And so I'm just like, what are you expecting ANET to give? Oh wow, 9 gold a stack for these. Hi Makai chat, there are some items in the game that you still want. No, I beat the game. Player housing and marriage. I mean, again, marriage is just pretend. It's fine. As far as the housing, okay, I admit it would be really awesome if they took the ability to build in the guild hall that is in the game already and added that to the player housing. That would be cool. Like, one of the other MMOs I played, EverQuest 2, had an in-game housing system where you would go into an instance that was your house, and then you could design it and stuff like that. So did Black Desert Online. That would be cool in Guild Wars 2. The technology's in the game, it's in the guild halls. They would have to port it over to the home instance somehow. I don't know how difficult that would be. But yeah, that would be awesome. What's a must-have item for your home instance? I already have the plant spots and some minerals. Matsu, if I were remaking my home instance from scratch, there's a video right there where I would start with the free nodes, like the Aurelium node, for example. You just do an easy achievement and then you get it. So that's the kind of stuff I would go for first to build it back up. No, like the other games. Those are the only ones. I remember, Nomad Crow, thank you for the prime, appreciate you. Thank you, appreciate that. I love Fires in EQ and EQ2. I don't know if EQ1 had it, unless it was added after I left. OPK starting over after returning after years of playing. Yes, I am watching your videos, by the way, thank you. You're welcome, I'm glad you like them. Not Goldshire. I'm at multiple guild halls, player housing, just instances where we can customize. Sorry, I am on phone. Okay, like, yeah, guild hall you can fully customize. I agree with you. I think it would be cool if we could build out player housing properly. But yeah, that's not a thing currently. How long does it take you to build up your home from scratch? Longer now. When I started doing it, there was less nodes. Like, for example, you can only get the Dragon Bash node during Dragon Bash. You can only get the Super Adventure node that gives you baubles every day during the Super Adventure box. So there's quite a few nodes you can only get during a, set period of time. So I don't have the exact number for how long it would take. But keep in mind, if you, like, I encourage people to farm a home instance every day. If they don't have a home instance, you can farm somebody else's. Just like when I do mine, sometimes people will ask to join. I'm like, yeah, sure. And, they get a copy of the loot. Doesn't cost me anything. I don't lose anything for that. Player housing where you can move the nodes. Tekri, you and I both know that all of us players would just put them all in a pile, so you could just tap the F key repeatedly without even moving. Just have them all in a mound. Unless they had, like, a minimum distance between them required or something. If ANET could put a scribe... Dude, okay, then I might use Glyph of Reaping. If all of the nodes in the home instance were in one pile, then you could convince me to do Glyph of Reaping.
We should burn the
If ANET put a scribe station in the home instance, you could create decor recipes specific to the home instance. That could be cool, yeah. I make 2 lines of nodes and swiftness through them. I always farm my home instance on my Rev because he has permanent quickness. He farms it faster. I want legendary gathering tools on all characters. Uses 2 glyphs. Volatility plus reaping. Mike, do you think they'll preview Obsidian Armor in game before next patch? I'm not sure. The stuff I have off the top of my head, I know November 27th is the balance stream where they are previewing all of the upcoming weapons. And then November 28th is when the big balance patch happens. And also the beta starts to let us try the weapons for like 5 days. Player housing, but it can occasionally catch on fire. I try to think what the most dangerous one would be. Either the char one, because they have explosives everywhere, or the salad one, because it's plants. Don't you have swiftness, speed, and sitting home instance when you have the Tyrion mastery? If you have the mastery, yeah, you have it like all the time. Mike, what are your thoughts on Untamed? Is it any good? Yeah, it's good. It just depends on whether or not you like to play that. Untamed has, DPS builds they can do. It's good, solid in PvP in the right hands, and it even has a heal build that came out somewhat recently, where it can support. I feel like they made that build by accident, but there is a support Untamed now. However, it is able to push numbers. Like, I've healed on Bone Skinner, which is the hardest to heal fight that most people ever do, but it is missing some utility compared to other healers, but it's fun from time to time. Is that snot healing? Yep. That's actually one of the downsides. Having a heal Untamed means your whole screen is constantly covered in green film. How do you test healing? You go to the Golem in the Spec Ops training room in the Aerodrome in Lion's Arch, and you can turn on an Agony Field and stand in it, and it does massive damage every second, and then you try to stay alive. Player housing that catches on fire, that's just London. Thoughts on the state of Ellie regarding endgame content? It's good. Endgame Ellie is usually either Alack Tempest or DPS. That's usually what it is.
Good morning, Muck and chat.
Is there a way to test how your revive works? Go to Claw of Jormag. Newbies love dying on Claw of Jormag. There's not like a testing room for reviving that I know of, but you can revive like NPCs and stuff like insta-selling. Yeah, look, okay? Look how many I need to clear. Yes, I could do the material promotion, but that's going to make this take so much longer. Alright? Look. Look, you know, just think of it as my loss, your gain, alright? If you want to buy these mats and you can do the promotion, go for it. Go right ahead.
Sublime!
Holy lag? Yeah, I'm gonna keep these T6s though. Oh, I have 2,500 vials of powerful blood. My T6s are starting to overflow. Oh boy. Look, now I can sell stacks of this and still have my mass storage full. Time to make a gift? Oh, I am a gift. My wife would fight me on that though. Alright, sweet. Where'd you get those shipments? Volatile Magic. You can turn Volatile Magic into any Living World Season 4 currency. And any Living World Season 4 currency, you can just consume them for Volatile Magic. And... Or, wait, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I have characters that I log into each day, and they get Eternal Ice Shards. Eternal Ice Shards can be traded for any Living World Season 4 currency. Living World Season 4 currency can be consumed to get Volatile Magic. I used 1,000,000 Volatile Magic to get 4,000 gold worth of trophy shipments, and now I'm opening them and selling stuff. I had twice as much as all this on the 2000s daily stream, which was last week, and we did 14 hours of giveaways, and I still have this much left, so I'm just selling it to get some of my money back. I got 2 Leggy starter kits. I decided to make Bolt twice since I thought many of the good existing builds use dual swords from my perspective. Not sure if it was a good idea, but I like Leggy over for utility and style. Was that a decent decision? I mean, it's going to be dependent upon the classes you play. For example, Necromancer is about to get dual wield swords. If that's really appealing to you, Double Bolt could be good. How is your material? My material is great. Thank you, Yuri. Hello, Mike. Hello, Fisher. What would it take for you to take a break from streaming? 2K is incredible. Probably an accident. Like, on Thanksgiving, I'm going to be visiting family for, like, a Thanksgiving lunch. So I'll probably be canceling the morning stream that day. But I'll still be here for the evening stream, because we don't have plans that evening. How is your mental real? My mental's fine. I've never met real in my life. What is the red error box that keeps coming up when you list things? If you list too many things in a row, the freaking man shuts you out of the United States Postal Service. I'm waiting on it to come back. You have to take, like, pauses. Like, I'm flooding the market with thousands of materials, and he keeps telling me, stop! Bro, after an accident, I bet you'd find a way to stream out of a hospital bed with their Wi-Fi. I mean, there was one day that my internet was down, and the stream was like 5 seconds of me on my phone just going like, can you see me? It still counts! It still counts! Yeah, and then it just like the feed cut out because the connection was so poor. And like, I thought that was just gonna be my stream for the day. And then like a few hours later, the internet came back up, so I was able to do like a normal stream just really late. But yeah, I was ready. Enjoy Bag Wars 2, I go World v World. Why do you think rifts are too easy? Yeah, okay. This is gonna be dependent about what you're looking for, right? For me personally, when they describe rifts, I remembered Rift the MMO. Now, for those who didn't play it, in Rift the MMO, if a rift happened, it was just like a naturally occurring thing, like a tear would happen. And like someone would run up and start doing it. Now, there'd be like a big circle, and if one person was in the circle, it would be soloable stuff would come out of the rift. And if more people came in, it automatically grouped them all together, so you could see each other's health bars and stuff, so that was a great system. And then the stuff would scale to like 5-man content. But then if like 40 people showed up, it scaled to 40-person content. It's like open world bosses would come out of these things. And it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. So I think I was thinking of that system. I kind of put the idea on a pedestal. And so I was so excited for rifts to come into the game. And then when in rifts in Guild Wars 2, currently, whether you're alone or whether you're with 40 people, the same freaking 5 Billy Bobs come out. Like every time. And it's just like, yeah, there's T1, T2, and T3, but it's like, it's the same stuff over and over and over. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed by them. I would like to see it scale better and stuff like that. Guild Wars 2 Rifts kind of does that. Nowhere near that level. It's not like if you're alone, a veteran mob comes out, but if you're with 40 people, the Claw of Jormag comes out. It is nowhere near that. Like, if there's scaling, it's like almost unnoticeable. Did you expect a blog post or something later today? No. The last 9 weekdays have had blog posts about the weapon previews. If there is one today, I'll be pleasantly surprised. It's not, it's not impossible, but I'm not expecting it. They need to fix B-Day cakes. What was wrong with B-Day cakes? Oh, is it like you couldn't refresh the buff or something? Alright, I'll have to keep chipping away at this. That's enough for now. Game update and skill updates that ANET shared a few weeks ago will be launched on November 28th. Yes, November 28th is the balance patch, as well as when the beta starts to try out the new weapons. November 27th, the day before that, is when we get to see, they're going to stream a preview of them. Can't refresh till the purple buff's gone. Can you refresh before the purple buff? Alright, so there's food buff. That happened to me, but I thought it was really stupid and deployed it and forgot to press F. You can't use cake over other buffs. Well, I just got the cake buff. I'm just waiting to see if it'll let me click it again while it's still like this. Mug, is it time to cash in with my Ectos, or will the price still go up? Mark, I don't know the answer to that one. I like almost never sell Ectos. I keep max Ectos, and then anytime I have an abundance of them, I usually just use them for giveaways. So I'm not like standard in that regard. Do you have any video of the best gizmos in game? Gizmo? What is gizmo, Ray? Ray about to teach me something about Guild Wars 2.
Now this is a find.
How do you search for items on alts? Blish HUD has a module called Item Search. And so that's what it is right there. Like converters and gobblers. Oh, those? I mean, yeah, exclamation convert pulls up a guide on all the converters in the game if you want that. Gobblers, I never even use my own gobbler. Like, I have all the gobblers, and I never use them anymore. Candy corn is great, but you have to get the candy corn out of your bank and move it into your inventory, and then click it and you get a costume, and you wait 5 seconds and you click it and you get something good and wait 5 seconds. So it's like you need to move candy corn into your inventory and then use like an auto clicker. Oh, hey, here we go. Hold on a sec. 2813, click, and it did not refresh it. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't refresh. So I find Candy Corn Gobbler, unless I'm setting up an auto clicker, to be an absolute pain in the backside. The Snowflake Gobbler is way easier to use because you can just hit like buy 50 purchase, and then you've got the buff a lot. But I don't, what the heck? But I don't mess with it much lately. Why don't you get to the point for meta events? Bob is still dying because he's not using the special key, which he probably doesn't even have bound to a key. I actually have one. I have one for the Octovine. It was funny because for a while, I thought about making one for Death-Branded Shatterer, and then Erolozen, the guy who's done DBS like 500 days in a row without missing a day, he said he was going to do one. And I was like, oh, okay, well, heck, I bet you know more about it than I do. I'll wait to see yours. And then he friggin' never made it. So if you're wondering why the community doesn't have a good DBS guide, it's Erolozen's fault.
This is a find.
That's why. That's entirely why. And stole your guildies. Yep. Let's see. Tailoring. Sell junk. That clears a few spots out. There we go. Look, my bags are basically clean now. Wonderful. Is there anything better to get with gold before Salvage-O-Matic? Like Commander Tag? No, Commander Tag is almost useless. Don't prioritize Commander Tag over freaking a cup of tea. Unbreakable Tools. Unbreakable Tools are nice, but they don't offer you a feature you didn't already have, right? Unbreakable Tools just make it to where you don't have to run to the merchant and buy new tools anymore. You can still go get them from the merchant. It just saves you legwork. Copperfed Salvage-O-Matic it's so good. Like, having that up there, do I have any blue eye? Okay, here we go. Look. So I just opened up 130 blue things. Being able to, on every single character, go up here and hit salvage all blue and white items, and then just sit here and go, oh, this is so good. This is so good, and you could put it in a shared slot and use it on every single character. And so I have to say that Copperfed is the biggest.
Hello there, Muckluck and chat. Muckluck, hi.
And so here's green. So I'm gonna use my Runecraft. Whoa! There was a. Okay, I'm gonna move this up here so it doesn't get that. There we go. And there's the greens. So, yeah. I'm still gonna say Copperfed. In your opinion, what is the best private lounge? I'm in the market for my first lounge. So it used to be that only Mistlock and Armistice Bastion and Fishlock, Thousand Seas Pavilion, you would be able to teleport there and then click the pass again to teleport back to where you were. And that was something you could abuse to make a lot of money. However, they changed it, and I believe almost every lounge has that feature now. So, ignoring that, what do they got? Thousand Seas Pavilion have a lot of services that people interested in fishing would enjoy. Mistlock has easier access to the Fractal Room, and it also has access to the world map. So that's a really big one. So if I go back to Mistlock here, please wait 6 to 9 weeks for delivery. All right, so here's this. If I click one of these layers here, or shift mouse wheel down, there's the world map. So if I want to go from Mistlock to any waypoint in the world, I can with one loading screen. However, Armistice Bastion is in World v World. So if Armistice Bastion, I want to go to this waypoint, I have to loading screen out of Armistice Bastion, then loading screen to where I want to go. Which means Armistice Bastion has double loading screens compared to everything else. So I am not a fan of that one. But if you're huge on World v World and you like doing that all the time, then it would be really good. Because it's in World v World. So other than Armistice Bastion, like if you're World v World fan, Mistlock if you're really into fractals, what was the other one? Thousand Seas if you're really into fishing. All the others are basically just cosmetic. So all the others, just if there's one you like the look of more, get that one. My personal favorite is Mistlock because it's compact. Everything in compact. I mean, look at this. Hold on. You can also fly here. All right, that's it. Every single crafting station is here in like a 20 square foot space. There's the bank, every crafting station. There's the fractal related merchants. There's a portal entrance to fractals. There's a mystic forge. That's it. That's the whole town. So anything you need to get to is a very short walk. And you have a special action key that fast travels you. We need a Jadebot workbench. I have to use a Jadebot workbench like once per year. It doesn't really bother me that it's not here. But you're right, it doesn't have that. I have a workbench in my guild home. Camise, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Hi, Noxxi. Thousand Seas also has access to world map. Yep, they actually changed that because when it first came out, I did a review video on it and I said it was not great because it didn't have access to the world map and it had double loading screens, but they gave it access to the world map later on. Lily of the Elon is right there for Pinata. Did they make it to where Lily could port you back to where you were after? Hold on. Yes, they did, but you have to talk to an NPC. Okay, that doesn't work. Is Mistlock a one-time purchase? As long as you don't buy the, like, 1 week pass, yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to do it. So, for me, the fact that I can't go back to where I was from just clicking a thing in my inventory, that's points against it. Mark, are there any metas in EOD that are worth it to do daily? Planning to upgrade to EOD soon. All the metas in EOD are still done regularly. I enjoy the Seitung one. Dragon's End is very profitable if you like that. But it's more about what you like. How much is the pass again? I don't remember. If you do exclamation Mistlock, there's a video on Mistlock I did a long time ago that shows it in the video, so it would have the price, or check the wiki page. Like your gem store is glowing? Yes. It's looking beautiful. Alchemic Power Skiff. Oh god, here's Flute Girl's next paycheck. Alright, hold on. I gotta get a really good picture of this to send it to Flute. Make her start salivating. At Fluty Girl. There we go. Willy Wonka looking stuff? Yeah. Yeah, a kid fell in there and died. Now his blue blood is fueling the boat. He uses this to outrun the health organization. No, stop, come back. Yeah. I hate the chairs slightly off center. Yeah, it's like skewed slightly. Too late, Monk. I showed her before now. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh my gosh, what is all this? The labor of kneading biscuits, a baker's dozen, the fruit of Chip's flavor of labor. Smeagol the Great. Dude, are you the real Buck? Yes. Oh god, what are all these males? For your continued support of Tyria, you've been chosen for a lifelong supply of concentrated starch. Curtsy of Evan Nashblade. We congratulate you to 2,000 days of uncontrollable twitching. Have a nice day. Here's the rest of your lifelong supply with something extra to give away. Oh my god. Bruh, there's so many mails! Okay, I'll figure it out later. I need to put that in the guild bank later on. Is that skip skin new? That one is new, yeah. Curtsy instead of courtesy. Yes, that was the joke. Let's see, I bought 1,000 Cs for the portals. It does portals to almost every zone. Yeah, if you're on a character that doesn't have world map comp, it can be useful because it has portals leading to fishing areas in many different zones around the world. What are we doing today, Muck? I was gonna do strikes. Let me see what we got. Let's see. Aetherblade Hideout, Freyner, and Temple of Phoebe. Alright, let me see. So, for anyone interested, I'm on EU. Here is the squad join command. And, yeah. I'm gonna do the daily strikes, maybe the Iceberg Saga strikes, maybe a convergence, maybe we'll converge after that. Oh! It's gonna be great. I am going. Well, you better join, Noxxi. It's filling up really fast. Why would you type am going instead of typing squad join? What? Muck has joined my group? Identity theft is a serious crime. Okay. Does anyone provide boons or heals? Let's see what we got. See if we got any booners in here. Dingleborg? Dingleborg does quickness. Pick your poison. Aryan, can you do heal a lack? And then Steve, do quick DPS. I'm gonna wait for confirmation that Aryan has a heal a lack. Let's find out. Did Noxxi make it? No, Noxxi was too slow. Renegade, but I don't have many boons. Okay, well. I think I can solo heal this stuff. Should be fine. Just do your best. Oh, wait. Hold on. Kieran says I can do heal Scourge. Kieran, that would be great. Man, imagine how great it would have been if a heal Scourge had joined. Kieran, if you can go heal a lack, that would be lovely. Temple of Fairbear. Is Soto worth it? It's still deciding whether or not to buy it. If you enjoy Guild Wars 2, it's more Guild Wars 2. So I would say if you enjoy Guild Wars 2, yes. Yes, it is. But it is really like nothing breaking that mold. So if, you know, if you were expecting something like crazy new, like it's more good content. If you enjoy the content that Guild Wars 2 provides you, it's $20 more of that. What we doing today, Muck? Same thing we do every day, Rathy. We play games. I'm DPS and we need something else. Yes, Aryan, you would be DPS if you would, please. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Charlie. We were just talking about your chocolate factory. All these potatoes.
Replica Jabotron is here for you.
Alright, Temple of Fairbear.
Go forth, my minion.
Replica Jabotron is here for you. 'Cause I am the Lord of War. 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 'Cause
The only person I've ever heard call me Wrathy is not my wife because she doesn't know my online persona, but you get what I mean. I was trying to quote Pinky in the brain. So it did that to your name. Oh, I forgot. F2 autocast is broken, so I have to do it manually. Block the orbs. CC. Let's get Malice, and then skip Gluttony, and then get the other one. Block the orbs again. Kill Despair next. The last second of that stupid beam corrupted all my booms. My booms!
Time to let loose. Pound it into dust. I'm nigh invincible.
You will suffocate! Do not look away. I hunger for power.
You will obey.
Turbo mode. Engage.
Block orbs. Nice. Gorman dies those balls. I'm Gormandizing! Oh!
Rise and serve.
Did you guys see that apparently the Marvels, that new Marvel movie about like the next generation, just had a hit rage, by the way. It just had its worst open. It had like such a bad opener. It's worse than even like Morbius did. I liked it. I haven't seen it, so I'm just telling you. There was an article that said it did worse than the like an all-time low for all Marvel movies. It even did worse than Morbius.
Barriers, now.
I saw a really cool little interview they did with the girl that plays
Rocket punch.
the stretchy girl. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen the girl. She plays the stretchy girl. And they're like, what do you think about the movie doing bad? She's like, that's not my problem. That's the box office's problem. His name is Bob. And she's like, look, my friends liked it. The people I care about liked the movie. I'm happy with that. I was like, dang, that is really good. That's a really good outlook. She didn't blame anybody. She didn't like insult the fans. She was just like, that is hashtag not my problem.
Now.
The suffocate!
Time to let loose.
Oh god, why are these not stacked? Okay, we're fine.
Time to let
By my
loose.
will. Rocket punch.
GG!
This is fine.
Splat. Nice. Alright, Arborstone. Are you on NA or EU? Riono, I am on EU right now. On the topic of superhero movies, though, I have seen the first 2 of the animated Spider-Man movies. The Spider-Verse ones. I'm looking forward to the third. I enjoyed myself on the first 2, chat. What's the daily? Etherblade. Hey, Chip. A very sleepy orange boy just staggered his way in here. Hold on.
I feel 6 feet tall.
Flop. I can barely reach you now.
Turbo mode engaged.
Okay. All right.
Wow. You just brought everyone, huh?
Saw them both in cinema. Everyone's reaction at the end of the second was super funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say what the ending was. I'm just going to say it was a cliffhanger, okay? Like, if you are interested in seeing the Spider-Verse movies, the second one is abrupt. Like, the first movie, if you told me there was no movie at the end, afterward, like, that was just one of one, I'd be like, oh, okay, I believe that. Like, it was kind of tied off in a bow. But the second movie is just, like, abrupt cliffhanger. And yeah, when that happened, I went, no! In the theater. Dude, I haven't felt betrayed like that since I saw The Matrix 2 in theater. It was the same thing. Like, if you saw only Matrix 1, you'd be like, oh, this is a standalone movie. Then you saw Matrix 2, and it ends with the most abrupt, he's about to die cliffhanger. And then it's like, you'll come back in 3 years, we'll have Matrix 3 ready. Oh my god. I was like, what? It's really loud. Avoiding spoilers. I said I wasn't doing spoilers, Jack. You know what? While Jackals can't hear me, I hate how Jackals unpins my comments. That's just the worst. The worst. Hiring new mods.
Hey, look, it's the Tree of Birds. How are you today?
I need your power. I need more.
Hello, Bird Tree.
I can't lose again.
Why you stream on YouTube now? Why are you making Wario noises? Why? Yes. Ever since Twitch changed their rules allowing streamers to stream, you know, multi-stream, I've been live on Twitch and YouTube every single day. So I'm here every evening and also every weekday morning. Not always on Guild Wars 2, mind you. I do a lot of different stuff, but always here if you want to hang out with the community.
I chose you. That'll silence you. Stop still. Moving only makes it hurt more.
It's not an ocean, it's a spiral. You're combining two quotes, and I hate it. That was pretty. Ah! Yeah, Alan Wake 2, great game. Also had an abrupt cliffhanger at the end. You and me both. Oh, are you back, Jackals? Alright, so back to Spider-Man. Oh my god. When he pulled off his mask and it was actually the Green Goblin, I was so pissed off. I was like, really?
This is going to be fun. How did you...
Such synergy. For the record, you've been struck.
How did you...
Blah, 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 blah. Blue shards. Nice. What are the most mechanically simple strikes? Shiver Peaks Pass and Icebrood Saga. When that strike came out, it's a 10-man strike. I know 4 dudes who were drunk, and they went in there. 4 people into a 10-man strike. They were drunk. They did not know the fight. They still killed it on the first attempt. A little bit of unga, a little bit of bunga. You'll be all right.
A few good taters. Potato, boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em
Hi,
in a
Benji.
stew.
Speaking of Icebrood Saga, was that the naked run or another one? No, that was just 4 dudes being dudes. That's it. Does anyone know if New World is good these days? I have never played New World. I do not know. Mark, you may want to claim your AA. Oh my god, this stupid system. There's been so many days I've forgotten to do this. Oh, we had to do a strike was a weekly Wizards Vault thing. Alright, I'm just gonna go through them. Do you have a favorite strike mission? Not really. I really enjoy strikes, but the reasoning might sound kind of odd to y'all. My favorite build to play in game right now, the one I have the most fun playing, is Healer Druid. Strikes are just great content for Healer Druid. So I enjoy strikes because they allow me to play the character I like playing. And that's basically it. What's in the strike, as long as I don't hate what's in the strike, it's fun for me because I'm playing what I want to play, which is my druid. I would say the only strike I avoid is the one where you escort the tank. And the reason for that is not because, like, I hate it or anything. It's just, I feel like it gives you the same amount of money as the others, but it takes, like, 45 minutes instead of 5. So just because of the sheer amount of time it requires, it feels kind of silly to do it. You play for fun? What kind of insanity is that? Yeah. After 10,000 hours, you unlock fun difficulty, and you're allowed to start having fun. Oh my gosh, I couldn't see because this guy's vermilion wings. Blinding me.
Invigorating.
Commander, you heard it too, Cree. I should be there.
You're being a distraction.
Are the strike bosses I should learn the fights before attempting to raid? Biggie, I'll teach you the fight right now. I'll teach it to you right now. All right, here we go. All right, so there's this big ice guy. You hit him. See this shockwave? It did 0 damage. Don't even try to avoid it. Doesn't matter. Alright, this one thing you could dodge, otherwise it knocks you down for 1 second, but it's not required. So he just pushes you around. And then you just get back with your group. He's doing some animation right now. Now he does one huge hit when he's almost dead. And you'll see him like reach into his wound for a second. There it is. So I'm gonna stability us just so that we don't get knocked down. And that's it. So you see people's health took a hit, but that was like right at the end. That's it. That's the easiest strike mission.
That worked out okay.
But no.
Tons of loot. But as far as do you need to know any of the strikes before attempting to do them? I have a get to the point guide for this. If you do, what is it, exclamation strike or exclamation strikes, I have a page on my website that has like very, very short guides for every single strike if you need them. So just, you could literally join a group and then watch the quick video on the way to the strike and be ready by the time you get there. Super easy. Now, the only exception to that would be like the challenge mode strikes, you know, which are tougher than some raid bosses, but you would not be going straight into those. You would be doing the normal strikes first. So like Hardstuck does. I don't know what Hardstuck does. Is there a get to the point for the new thing? Convergence. Not yet. So Noxxi actually just got me back a draft of the Cosmic Observatory Challenge Mode video today. After the morning stream, I'm going to watch it and check it for anything that needs to be fixed. So that one will be coming out soon. Too bad we don't know which website you're talking. Oh my god. That's bait. Okay.
Someone will be 6 feet tall.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Thought this was an ad? It was an ad. Brought to you from our sponsor, me.
Synergies, my claw.
Is my going to EU? Yeah. Currently, oh, hit the other bear, hit the other bear. Currently visiting our tea drinking friends across the pond. We were about to start challenge mode.
You will obey.
There we go. Oh, I forgot to explain that fight. Kill the bears at the same time. Okay, that's it.
This is a find.
When you kill one bear, the other bear gets really mad. So get them both low and then kill them both. The end. Can we have the dancing muck emoji in YouTube as well? Hamza, I have been trying. YouTube doesn't have animated emotes. So, like, I can put an emote here. Hang on just a second. It's like these are the two chat windows. So, like, over here, you see some of the emotes move and stuff. And over here, I have been adding my emotes. So you see, like, you know, here's a potato. But the animated ones don't move on YouTube currently. I don't know if they're ever going to change that or not. But currently, that's what I have to work with.
Good morning.
Let's see. Frenier. YouTube ones, do they match up with how you write them on Twitch? Everyone I can, yes. I remember some of them. Was it Muckluck High? So, you know, all of them, it just takes like your account thing, like Muckluck, and then it's like, okay, what do you want for the code afterward? And for Muckluck High, I just typed in hi on YouTube because it pre-fills the Muckluck part, and it says hi is too short. And I was like, really? And I had to make it like Muckluck Hello or Muckluck Hi or something like that. I don't even remember without checking because I always just click through the menu. So some of them forced me to change the codes, but for stupid reasons. I'm just going to spam Muck Dance in chat. I'm warning you. Do it.
Dream was 6 feet tall.
For this one, you stand in the middle of the room or you get frozen like those people. This guy, you could jump over the little shockwaves if you don't want to get frozen. Dodge roll the big red arrow thing. Really, all these mechanics, if they hit you, it's not too bad. It's just annoying because you lose control of your character for a second. How about instead of hi, it's Muckluck Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Another combination. Mantled in death.
If you're getting knocked down constantly, take a few steps to the left. Like, seriously. There's no knockdowns over here.
Sand, shield us.
Good day, Mugshot. Hi, Nog.
There's one to
Such a long day has ended.
GG.
Rare and valuable.
Boop boop. All right, Freynier down. Doing private conversions after this? Yeah, after we do the Iceberg Saga Strikes, could do maybe Dragonstorm and then convergence. Let's see, Freynier, let's do Whisper next. For those who've never seen me in the early morning streams, I feel like my mind wakes up, and then like an hour or two later, my face wakes up. Like it's still, I still struggle to like keep my eyes open for the first while. That's what's happening right now. Heavy lids.
How are you doing?
Your mind wakes up now. I'm envious. Oh wow. You do the Iceberg ones except Cold War Daily? Every day that I play, usually. Currently, strikes are my favorite, because I pug almost exclusively. I don't have a static group. So, getting a group together for raids, I find to be kind of like a pain. And fractals... Fractals is annoying sometimes when, like, I don't really enjoy Sunqua or Silent Surf. So, if either of those is the daily, I don't really want to do them. So, I love strikes. And I can just, like, get a pug and do it. But I don't play Guild Wars 2 every single day anymore. Oh my god, someone's down. He came out of the ice like the Kool-Aid man. Just, oh yeah! Just killed somebody. So, yeah, strikes are probably my favorite form of content at this time. So, I don't do them daily, but I'd say every day I play.
Set him up for the kill.
Not yet,
What's your top 3 classes like for overall content? I assume you mean like my favorite 3 that I play? For me, it's Ranger, Engineer, and Necromancer.
No pain.
Wear him down.
Someone's in a chain. Okay, they're out now.
Set him up for the kill.
Go, Frost, go.
I chose you.
I'm failing quickly.
Glyphing, I'm trying to get him. Oh, oh wow, that was awesome. So, I don't know if someone, the Scourge pulled one of them, and I pulled the other one, and we just went whoop, and pulled the 2 people that, got trucked out of the death pit. Oh no, get the chain off him, get the chain, okay, nice. I was rezzing him, but the chain person wasn't, the chain person was like, you owe me money! Oh my god, why? That's the 3rd time in 30 seconds that someone stood in a chain until they went downstate. Yeah, we got a bunch of Billies in here. And I know the time because my search and rescue was still on cooldown.
Come forward.
Wait, is that a flesh worm? Oh, back up! Oh, it's a misplaced flesh worm. It's not quite the kill box it usually is. GG. 4 down states in chains in 30 seconds, but not all at the same time. You guys are lucky we had the support Scourge. I saved one of them with search and rescue. He got the other 3. Okie dokie. Now that the hard ones are done, let's go do some relaxing bone skinner. Same Ox are level 80. Hey there, bro. One question. What does one do in Guild Wars 2 after hitting 80? Hello, name. It's funny you asked that. Hang on. I actually have a video that's called I Just Hit Level 80, Now What? I think that you would appreciate that video. There's a link to it right there. But there's a lot of stuff you could do after, like, essentially, like, in this game, hitting level 80 is a very quick process because they've never raised that, ever. So what they just keep doing is adding more and more things to do at level 80, which is called horizontal progression instead of vertical. So when you hit level 80 now, in today's day and age, there's a lot of content, and it can be very overwhelming. But I've got a nice list there if you want it. Jackal says, you know how watch playlists go, never forgotten. It's also the quickness at 80, and Yamoka's the best one guys what to do. Thank you, Pars. Once you got the mounts, what's the best way to spend gold? Spend gold? I don't know. I mean, when you do certain, like, for example, if you're making legendaries, there are many steps that take time, but you can just hurl gold at that step to skip it. So gold gives you the leeway to skip doing some activities you might not want to do. So it's, you know, it's nice to have it just for when you need it. Like, I don't look for things to spend it on, I just kind of save it, and then when I need it, I just, you know, I can make stupid purchases. I love that collab that you and other streamers did for MMO Bites. Parzival, fun story about that, that you might get a chuckle at. So, when he messaged me, I did not put 2 and 2 together, did not realize, like, who it was. Oh, God.
I don't have long. It was all search and rescue. Search and rescue. Need help.
I did not realize who it was. And he's like, hey, would you be up for doing this thing? And the thing is, I've done little interviews with many other smaller streamers before. Like, one, I like talking. I'm good at talking. And hanging out for, like, a half an hour with another streamer that's, like, you know, a smaller channel, you know, might help them out, and I'm usually cool with that. And so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And I agreed to it without even realizing who it was. And I just assumed, again, that it was like a smaller streamer. And then I found out when the video was out in public, I was like, wait, what? This guy's channel is 3 times the size of mine. I had no idea. I was the small streamer. I had like 300,000 subs on YouTube or something, and I was like, wait, what? And then, like, in the video, he told me he got some other streamers as well, but you know, he interviewed us all separately. He made it look like we were all in the same room with good editing, but it was separately. I did not know that Teapot was in the video. I did not know that Loranity was in the video. I just knew he invited me, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll help. I thought I was doing someone a favor, but... I'm glyphing. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Oh, nice, you pulled them out, and the glyph is still in range. Okay, that's a 6-man res between the 2 of us. That worked out beautifully. So, I don't know about you guys, but I did not get a red circle there. I had to dodge that by feel. Search and rescue used. It's on cooldown now. Oh my god. Yo. Broken Ghost. That one time, dude, when they were all in the puddle, I Glyph of the Stars, and it was just fighting against the puddle because it was trying to out-revive the puddle, and then you moved them all 5 feet to the left, and then the Glyph finally hit them unimpeded, and they all snapped up. That was a beautiful joint effort. Because, like, I know you could have pulled them all to the left, but it would have taken you a second to res them all. I could res them all in a second, but I couldn't get them all out of the puddle. Oh my goodness. Who is that? Zisarayu, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Michael Douglas, Volatile Original Esquire the 4th, this is Jonathan Vance, the 3rd. Welcomes you and your dear viewers to the lab. Hope you enjoy your same entertainment's on the way. Cricket, the speakers, stuff, the biggest giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Let's see. Alright, Bone Skinner's done. The iron part is we all went down because we were nearly all resing. Not even close. Alright. For anyone who is interested, I am making this a 50-man group. Anyone who wants to do a private instant Dragon Storm, there's a link to the squad join command. Exposure is exposure. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I got distracted. But yeah, the thing with MMO Bites, I thought it was funny just because, like, there's been multiple other streamers that had, like, you know, 1,000 subs or something like that on YouTube. There's like, hey, can we do a collab? And I'm like, yeah, sure. You know, it makes it, you know, it makes another connection. And for me, it's just talking. It's easy. And for them, it might be, you know, like a really good video. But so I thought that's what this was. And then it came out. I was just like, wait a minute, what? This guy has triple my audience. I had no idea. And like, I didn't realize like all the other names, but yeah, he managed to get like most of the big names as far as content creators in Guild Wars 2 into that. It was pretty good poking around by him. Honestly, the only one that jumps to my mind as someone that I consider to be like one of the massive Guild Wars 2 content creators that I didn't see in that video, I think was Wooden Potatoes. But he hasn't been as active recently, so I don't know what he's up to.
Good. Destroyers are crawling all over.
What Blish Hood thingy do you have on the boss's health bar?
They didn't make
Hold on.
clear out the firebugs and make way for the prisms.
Give me a minute. I will find it. I'm trying to find the exact name. HP grids? I think it's HP grids. It just makes little markers like boss will do big ability at this, like at 70% or you know, whatever. Are you on EU? Yes. Not watching ads now. Oh, Cesaruk is not watching ads now. Okay, hold on. Or do over. Michael Douglas, but I thought it'd be original Esquire the 4th. This is Jonathan Vance, the 3rd. Welcomes you, Sir, and your dear viewers to the lab. Hope you enjoy your entertainment is on the way. Can't get the speakers, touch the speakers giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Okay. There we go. All right. So Zar, you didn't hear it the first time. I had to do it again. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. We just finished skinning some bones. Now we're storming some dragons. It's so wild. Will you ever change or add to that script? I don't know. I did change it once.
Prison's coming in for a landing, Commander.
The area's
It takes a lot of brain power to learn a new one.
Break the champion's connection to the dragon.
I can't freestyle. I just like spend a lot of time learning how to say one thing and then do it on repeat till it's fast.
Knew the risks.
Do you have Shy saying his version of the greeting on hotkey? No. I have 2 hotkeys for Shy. I have this.
Oh.
And I have this.
Slapping you with my carrot.
So anytime I need moans or carrots, we got those. Archie forbidden to add to that by Miss Mark. Yeah, but he said like redo it.
Dormag has not yet joined him, champion. You must draw them out.
We're long past excuses, right? You made your choice.
Still room for more if anyone else wants to join. I think you have until we defeat Bram the first time.
This is bad justice.
Let him leave. We can't get distracted.
That didn't go to plan.
He'll be back. His pride won't let him stay away.
Private DS can join anytime. If so, that's great. I thought it had to be before Bram died.
Bram, are you yourself?
That's unsettling.
Time. Here we fight.
We're not here to kill you. We're here to kill Primordus.
We are Primordus.
Help? I don't have long. A clever combination. Feeling hot. Pound it into dust. Inferno!
Chad, I got many problems with Icebrood Saga, but none of them are with the music. What mouse do you use? Jackal's just put a link in chat that has a link to all my hardware if you want to check it.
Ice. Just try it.
My champion will teach you to fear the frost.
Sending a DM real quick. Okay.
Icebrood reinforcements!
They're drawing on the ley line. It'll shift the power.
How many of those problems have to do with Bram? I mean, a couple, but that wasn't even the main thing I was talking about. I mean, anyone who was here during the Icebrood Saga knows that, like, it had a very lackluster ending. So, if you were invested at all into the story of Guild Wars, Primordus was basically getting built up since Guild Wars 1. So for over a decade, for over 10 real-life years, Primordus was getting built up as this unstoppable force of nature. And then they had him appear here, and his head goes peekaboo, and then he gets a kiss and dies. It was very disappointing. But it was because they were told to, like, you know, rush the EOD ending because they, or sorry, rush the Icebrood Saga ending because they were working on EOD.
We've got to bring both champions down.
But it's good music. Hey?
Same time. One is not enough. We've got to bring Ryland and Bram down together.
Congratulations. You want a high five? That was a weak high five. Alright, wait! You almost steered me into the bad stuff. Here. Much better. I only got hit by Ryland one time because of that.
Thank you.
That's just my face. You can't just walk up to someone and say high five and slap them in the face. My kid's coming up with a new method of trolling, chat. High five, wham!
I didn't slap you, I did this. High five. That's not a slap, that's a...
They just crumple to the ground. He's like, don't leave me hanging now.
That's a light tap on the face with little flips.
This attempt on my life has left me broken and scarred.
Now burn!
Pound it into dust.
What use would chat have for emo to me getting slapped? Like, when would they use that? What would be happening on stream where they would need a slap muck emote?
Champions are hanging on to dragons by a thread.
When I'm getting killed? I mean, they have a bully emote. They hardly use it. I feel like that would just be the bully emote. I feel like that's the same vibe.
Alright, what is it? High five. And then you get
Okay, go. Good night. Okay.
Elder dragons. This
Let's
might
see.
take a couple rounds.
This was
Stay
from a
strong.
while ago, but Lord Green redeemed this. So I'm a potato now.
Ice and fire forces are desperate. We can't let them get a foothold on the ley line.
Mortis and Jorma have reached equilibrium on the power meter. We're close.
Accelerate.
Don't forget to do Caning Blackout meta for the weekly. Oh, I'll show you. I'm gonna forget even harder. Mike, I want to do something other than DPS and raids. Is your druid build good for raids? Also, is it hard to learn? Yeah. My druid build is pretty much the standard one that's used in healing all high-end content. Is it hard to learn? It's not that bad. I do have a guide to druid. However, since the time it came out, they changed how the alacrity works. So it is slightly out of date in that regard, but all of the tips and tricks in that video are still relevant. Like different moves you can do in combo together and stuff like that. So if you're interested in learning druid, that video can still help. The only difference is now you get generate alacrity not from spirits, but from your astral skills. Venom Timmons says, what is the best melee class for PvP? I don't think there hands down is a best. There are lots of very good ones. Like Reaper is great, Spellbreaker is great, Hollowsmith is great. Like there's lots of very good melee class of PvP. Thieves. Really just depends on what you can play well. That was close. I almost glided into the too hot spot.
Is this working? Is this genuinely actually working?
It's just exclamation PvP was that command,
One
Jackals.
last push for Bram, for all of us.
But yeah, you got it.
Champion, help me! There's too much. This power. It's so wild. Get to the prisms.
I'm coming. Hold on, Aureen.
No! You can't stop me! Not for any...
Champion, I'm pulling you back.
Two days in a row, I get to start this wall.
Tyria belongs to the Skrit. Give it back, thief. Also, Mace Thief hype lol.
Ah, here comes Cosmic. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate that.
It's done.
Is this a bug? Yeah. I could have like.
Oh my
pulled
god, Jen, it's
the-
rave time!
Hold on. Okay. I could have like fought the mouse really hard and possibly fixed it, but I just choose to let it be broken and then complain about it. Alright. Alright, for those interested in staying in the squad, I will go to the Wizard's Tower and do a convergence. I understood the connection between Aureen's Ball of Energy and Jormag and Primordius killing each other randomly. So the Ball of Energy was she was amassing an aura of now Kith. It wasn't like a Kamehameha. It was you have the unstoppable desire to smooch in this spot. And the dragons are like, oh my god, I do! Yeah, I actually don't know either. They talk about in the lore that she got the two of them there by like tugging on a ley line and it pulled them both to that location. It was really weird. It was... Because the whole Iceberg saga, they were like, oh, Jormag's the deceiver, the whisperer, the manipulator. Jormag will never fight in the open and absolutely never go near her brother because she knows the only thing that can kill her is a clash with Primordus. And then at the final hour, Aurine's like, hey, I found... Or no, was it Timey's like, hey, I found this ley line, and if you tug on it, they both come toward each other. And Aurine's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Hey, look at that. And then you do it. It's just like... Alright. Jormag is a she. They, technically... I get corrected on that a lot. Because... Jormag has a voice actress. It's the same lady that played the teacher in Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. So I constantly say she because I know her and her work. But in the lore, Jormag has no gender. The dragon smooching ley line. Yes, that one. Exactly. The ley line of plot convenience. Yes. A lot of Guild Wars lore writers do that a lot. Her Durlich saved Aurine. Honestly, Cuvot, I don't hate that one. The fact that Aurine gains the abilities of things she eats and she ate an undead, so she is very resistant to dying, like, that's not bad. Like, they laid out the framework for that, right? They had her eat Joko, and then later there was a plot development where she almost died, and then the fact that she did the... Like, they planned that out, right? So, I didn't hate that. But it definitely removed the weight from the situation when you thought they killed off a major character and then no. Spoiled? Sorry. Sorry. Can you link your druid build in chat? I don't know which one, so I'm just gonna throw it in both. Another story I have to go play. Parzival, I'll stay quiet, but I'll say this. In my opinion, the best storytelling in the whole game was Living World Season 4, which is the one that has Joko. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Highly recommend you play it. So good. What are you guys squatting for? Wizard Tower convergences. We're going to converge so hard. If any of y'all would like to join our converging and get some loot, it is Tuesday. The loot has reset. You can get the big money items once again for the week. I can open the portal. Here's the squad join command. I'm on EU. That needs to be said. I will be doing hamburger convergences later this evening. These are healthcare convergences. Please know the difference. Hashtag waiting for burger. I prefer to call them communism convergences. Oh my god. Big hamburger country. Nice, nice, nice. Why all got the quick start for new players buff? Eh? What are you talking about? New hero jumpstart boost. Oh, I don't even know what this is. Is this just like a weekend thing? Your mail. Top right. To accelerate adventuring career, all rewards are boosted during this event. Oh. Oh, and you can get one of the dream... Oh, the Dreambound weapons are back. Those are cool. They level with you. It's like WoW Heritage weapons. Okay, anyone in this squad that provides alacrity, please drag yourself into a new group by yourself. Alright, anyone in the squad that provides quickness, find a group with one person and pair up with them. Alright. Anyone in the squad that is a pure DPS and provides no boons, please find a group with 2 people and fill it up to 5 people.
Come forth.
Can I get a Convergence Burger, Cryptus Nuggets, and a Coke? So this is a Wendy's. I'm galvanizing! Can you do this without clearing the story? Yes. Not really related. Alright, I'm gonna manually move the remaining folks. Alright. I'm opening the door. Are the space? Yes, there is space. Can I join the healthcare guild? Yeah, exclamation guild if you want to join that. You have a mail about this event on game mailbox. My mailbox has been getting slammed. Oh, it's here. 7 seconds old. For a time, the flow of the mist supports your growth as one of Tyria's defenders. While this persists, your adventures will grant you further experience and richer rewards. Take advantage of the opportunity to train and prepare yourself for trials to come. I too will reinforce your path while I am able. Meet me in your homeland, and should you prove yourself with a simple task, will grant you a weapon to start your journey in the pinnacles of valor. Okay. Oh, ascended food. Thank you. Nope. Alright, assignments. Please listen up. Please listen up. So, when it is time, we're going to be fighting here for a little bit. Then there's 3 champions we're going to kill. After we kill the 3 champions, and it becomes time to split up all over the map. I want group 2, 3, and 4 to stay in the middle, but group 4 is in charge of killing Trebuckets. So if you see Trebuckets, you kill the Trebucket, and then you come back to the middle. 5, 6, and 7, bottom left. 8, 9, 10, bottom right. Mark, on Skywatch Heroes Choice Chess, would you suggest Case of Captured Lightning? I would suggest the Cases of Captured Lightning. You'll need those for if you're going to make Leggy stuff and a few other obscure things. You can trade the static charges for the cases, but it's like 200, it's like 100 or 200 static charges for 1 case or something. But yeah, in every one of the Soto zones where one of the reward options is like 1 weird thing, I usually get the 1 weird thing. It's 250, chat says. Okay.
As soon as we lost track of your astral fluctuation, I'll need to focus on maintaining our tether to Tyria. The nearest waypoint is a little out of range, so reviving will be a challenge. Luckily, Mabon taught me a few tricks. Resurrection spells take a lot of magic. The best source of that here is going to be the essence that Evark's runs from. Bring that essence to me, and I'll do the rest.
Life. Give my creation life.
If it looks like I'm about to go down, I'll try to pull us back to Tyria. Hopefully, we'll make it back in time for tea.
Alright, so just swarm around this island for now. Keep Zoja safe while we wait on the champions to spawn in 2 minutes.
I'm nigh invincible. Rise and serve.
I have 24 out of 72 amalgamateds for my armor set. If you didn't already know, there are recipes. There's like 20 recipes that you can make amalgamated gemstones. If you check their wiki page, there's a lot of different ways to craft them. Trebucket group, you're up. There is a Trebucket. And if you don't see all 5 of your group members there, please use the party chat to say, hey, come help with this Trebucket. There should be 5 blue dots down there. Mug something in the reset of today when the Black Friday promos. I don't know. New Trebucket. Just to be clear, Group 4 is handling the Trebuckets. So there's someone over there that's not in Group 4. You should just be helping us in the middle.
More accolades.
Set him up for the kill.
New Trebucket. Top right. Add flute, I need that boat. Took me way too long to get what you meant when you said Trebucket. Sorry, Trebuchet.
I can feel the demonic essence in those high
All right,
places.
champions coming.
And I can throw that power back in their face.
Trebuchet group bottom right.
I might even be able to cast some additional protection.
Save each other. If you see people go downstate, try to save them because there's no waypoint on this map. Reviving takes a long time. So try to keep your teammates alive. Oh no, it's the touch the balls mechanic. I hate the touch the balls mechanic. You're saying EU muck, you gotta say Trebucket all proper like. Oh, sorry. Let me just extend a pinky here. I got a bottle of water. Bottle of water. My kid's joining him. Two champions down, 1 remaining. Also, Zoja needs essence. Deliver her essence if you got some, because she's taking some damage. What is the fastest way to get 3 complete legendary armors, heavy, medium, and light? Hello, Linhos. Well, currently there's raiding, PvP, or World v World. And soon there will be obsidian armor from open world. World v... Let's say for some you were trying to do all of them in the fastest way humanly possible. Raiding is the fastest, but it does require you to find a competent group of 9 other people to join you for the raids.
Maybe we can lure out whoever's pulling their strings.
PvP would be fastest after that. World v World takes the longest, but it's the laziest. Alright, split up. Group 5, 6, and 7, go to the bottom left. 8, 9, 10, go to the bottom right. Try to stay together. So if there's multiple objectives in your corners, stay together. Group 2, 3, and 4 stay middle, except for when 4 is going to kill trebuchets, like right now on the bottom left there's a trebuchet. Hi. Okay.
Is she a ghost?
No, she's right there, normal size, but she's making a projection.
I thought she was a big ghost.
That'd be a giant ghost. New trebuchet top left. Ah! You made the screen go crazy. Okay, that's good. You're gonna make me bold even faster.
Is you having not a beard being chin bald?
Chin bald? That makes mom also chin bald. And you also chin bald.
I at least have like hairs that are this big.
That's like a rope. Chat, next time you see someone without a beard, male, female, child, you call them chin bald. Bald chinian.
Would Chip be chin bald?
Chip is covered in hair. His beard is majestic.
It sounded like you said Chip is covered in air.
Hair. No, air? No, air's dead. Oh shoot, spoiler! I'm getting home from picking up breakfast, and when I looked at the screen from far away, it looked like you went back to WoW. No, 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 no. Teapot's doing a lot of WoW content lately. I don't know what's going on in WoW. Okay, bye. Like, I hadn't gotten to that part yet. It's fine, Apoc. She gets better. Saimi uses her Blish research and puts her in a robot. And then Bram gets a Robomon. Timmy, no. Timmy, yes! Zoink says, Mug, just want to know if Scourge Celestial Gear any good for Fractals and Strikes? If no, what is, please? Yeah, it's fine. The main thing with Scourge, if you're doing support Scourge, is, hold on, bottom right group, go to top right. The main thing with support Scourge is you need to have enough concentration that your boons stay up. So if you need 100% boon duration to keep up like protection and stuff, you might need to use like Harriers or Givers. But can you get the job done with Celestial? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Trebuchet bottom left. Trebuchet top left after that one. 3 people downstate, save them if you can. Thanks, sure. Parzo says, I think WoW got to the point where a lot of TV series get when they lose the plot. Metzen comes back and think he's going to land the ship more or less. That's the hope, right? Because, you know, he was one of the biggest parts of, like, the original story. So hopefully he can, like, put it back on track. I think one of the problems with WoW, and don't get me wrong, for those who don't know, I played WoW for like 10 years. And I led server first. I really enjoyed my time there. I've got a lot of great memories there, okay? I'm not hating on WoW. But I think the problem that WoW's gotten itself into is every single expansion, there's like a big bad. And then they reveal that that big bad was working for a bigger bad. And then that's the next expansion. You fight bigger bad. And then at the very end, they reveal that it was serving bigger bad. And then you fight bigger bad. And when you beat that one, you find out it was in service to biggest bad. Bottom left group, go to top left. And then when you finally beat biggest bad and return to the burning, frozen, crusading throne, you find out it was in service to the biggeristest bad. And it just keeps going. Like, it's just like, we're fighting gods among gods among gods at this point. It's just like, what? And also, they brought back, like, Kael'thas and Illidan, like, 14 times. Like, the characters that they introduced to Warcraft 3, they just keep bringing them back over and over and over again. It's Krillin? No. Dude, as an undead player, I remember when they did the, when they revealed that, like, what was it, Sylvanas was a bad guy? I was like, what? What are you talking about? She serves Satan. What are you talking about? Like, her whole driving force since Warcraft 3 was she was a high elf. She defended the Sunwell or one of the wells or something. And then Arthas took control of her and she hated Arthas. Like, that's it. Like, she was a good person. And then she was mad at Arthas because he made her a Banshee. Like, she wasn't, like, working for Lucifer on the side. Like, where's this coming from? Zonk, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Magda Douglas, thought to be Reginald Esquire the 4th. This is Johnson Vance, the 3rd one. Because you, Hampo, Call Me Ted, Ellen Nair, JICXX, and Terry to the Lamb. Hope you enjoy your scenes. Entertainment's on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. You ever watch Mythic Quest? No, I don't think so. And look, will you ever check out Throne and Liberty? What is that? Someone introduced me. Hang on. Throne and Liberty. Is this an RPG? It looks like an RPG at first glance. Alright, I found this. Top right group, go to top left.
Rise and serve.
It's an MMO. Maybe. If it looks good. I gotta say, at this point in my life, I'm not really looking for more MMOs to play unless they just really catch my eye. As an example, Ashes of Creation has a hybrid class system, similar to Guild Wars 1, where you pick 2 classes and make a hybrid. So like if you like Summoner, you could be a Summoner Cleric, or a Summoner Bard, or a Summoner Fighter, whatever. There's like 8 classes, so 8 times 8, there's 64 combinations. That makes me want to try it. The world, I don't care. The story, I don't care. There's probably a fantasy setting and a bad guy. But it's like, does the gameplay make me want to keep playing? Like for Guild Wars 2, it's the combat system. I love the combat system. The rest of it's just nice. Or if they pay you enough. Oh yeah, I'd absolutely do sponsored stream for that. But to be clear, I get offers for sponsored stuff all the time that I don't take because I have a conscience. You know, stuff like, you know, crypto and, you know, collect all these waifu trading cards. I get a lot of bad offers I could take if I just wanted money. I try to find something that pays the bills and also at least looks fun at the same time. Like, for example, if Fortnite, I mean, they have no reason to do so, but like if Fortnite wanted me to play Fortnite, I would ask for higher than my normal rate because I have no interest in playing Fortnite. I'd be willing to if they were, like, pay me a stupid amount, but there's no reason for them to do that. They would just go to someone else. I heard Raid Shadow Legends is good. I don't know what you're talking about that you would imply that I play this amazing game with over 800 heroes, such as fat cows, skeletons, Sylvari, and a flying naked corpse. You too can try Raid Shadow Legends. It's good second monitor content. I don't spend any money on it. Last general's down. Alright, we're gonna get a new map marker in a minute. Bottom right, everyone. Alright, so if there's any new folks here, the main thing you need to know is Zoja is dying every second. You can't heal her with normal heals, for some reason. You need to occasionally bring her essence to heal her. So, you can see her health in the top right corner. Only bring her your essence if she's not full. If she's full, don't deliver it yet. If she's not full, then deliver some essence. As long as we keep people occasionally bringing her some, she'll live. Also, there's actually 2 bosses that can spawn here. There's this guy or a dragon. This guy's way easier, so yay. I summon Blue Eyes Flying Naked Corpse in attack mode. Yeah, I play my student ID face down and then my turn. Did you just stab my fucking card? CC if you got it.
Untouchable.
Did they ever say they were going to build upon convergences? I don't know. As a dad, I feel it's my duty to teach my kids about gacha games and the garbage like that. Yeah, I have had long talks with my kid about, like, spending money. Like, anytime he's playing something and he wants, like, some new thing that comes out for it that's not free, we usually have a long talk about it. Like, for example, he's played Clash of Clans, and I'm happy to let him play Clash of Clans, so I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to spend any money on it. We can make the little village and play and stuff like that, but we're not going to spend anything. And at first, there were some times that we had to have some talks, but now he understands that. He's got a pretty good mindset for it. How much do you allow yourself to spend on games? It's tricky for me to answer that because I do Twitch and YouTube for a living now. So I think it would be better for me to answer that in the mindset of before I did that. So like, go back in time like 5 years when I was working in tech support. And at that time, how much money did I spend on games? Not much. Like, if I wanted to buy something really, you know, crazy, like some $60 title, I usually would work a few hours of overtime that I wasn't going to work otherwise to allow myself to buy it while having zero guilt. Do any of you do that? Like, you'll do something extra to get just a touch more income so that you can guilt-free buy the thing you want? Like, that would be me when I was in tech support and I would want to buy, like, a $60 game. But if it was something like, you know, like a $5 thing here or a $10 thing there, yeah, maybe. You guys are doing great healing, Zoja, by the way. I have not had to call anyone else to go do it. But yeah, now that I do this for a living, I tear through games. I stream like 5 to 10 hours a day, so I'm constantly tearing through games. I beat 89 games last year. So I constantly am like buying more titles, but yeah, we freaking put them on the taxes. GG. Well done, guys. That was really smooth. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Breathe in some fresh air.
No more looking down on a 60 gold drop. Oh, yeah. You talking about when he was like, it's not enough to make me rich. No, he probably still does that. He hasn't played Guild 2 in a while. Should I focus on, let's see. It's my second care. I need advice on what to do. Whether I should focus on gear to do raids and whatnot. Hey, Measles. If you are interested, I've got a video called I just hit level 80, what do I do now? And also, if you're just trying to get gear, there's that. Additionally, if you ever World v World, they added a way to get stat selectable exotic gear from the World v World merchants, which is not mentioned in that video. What is this? Magi Skyforge, get a shield. Thank you so much. Sure, I hope that helps. Hey Mug, you play games, want to try Ultra Kill? Have you tried it before? Ultra Kill? Doesn't sound familiar. I don't think I've played that. As a business, it's complicated. Some of what you spend can offset taxes, at least in the US. Yeah, my wife handles most of the taxes stuff. But I, you know, record everything. I've got like a big spreadsheet on what I spend and what I make related to, you know, my business of streaming and YouTube. And then she'll take care of that and then do the best she can with the taxes when it's time for that. What am I supposed to do with essences from Soto? One of the big things is they're going to be used to get legendary armor soon, so I would hang on to them. Alright, thanks for joining all. GG. Let's bounce over to the character that keeps getting locked out of the trading post and put more stuff up for sale. I tend not to spend too much on new games and stick to like 3 at a time, with Guild Wars 2 and Genshin taking 2 of the spots the last 3 years. If I want to get a new game like, say, the new Spider-Man game, I usually either work a little extra or sell some of the random bits and bobs to come across over the years. Yeah, and that's kind of how I was with games when I was not doing this for a living. It's just to, like, justify it. Tiny news, basically just the skiff skin. What do we got? Brew potions on the go with the Alchemic Power Skiff Skin. Refreshing seasonal selection amount and skiff skins with 20% discount starting this Friday. Birthday sales. So Black Friday sales. Black Lion keys will be 40% off. On Sunday, the following will be 30% off. On Sunday, November 26th and Monday, November 27th. Equipment, template expansion, build storage expansion, bag slots, Black Lion instant level 80, storage expanders, all Living World episodes and seasons, main tab expansions, and shared slots will be 30% off. I wonder if they'll have the game on sale. I've had a lot, well, not a lot, but I've had a few people here and there over the last month or two ask me if I know when the game will next go on sale, and I've been answering maybe Black Friday. Cold Blast says, new to Guild Wars 2 recently. I'm giving it a try to see how good the game is. Right on. If you have any questions, let us know. We're happy to answer questions for new players, Cold Blast. One new Wizard Vault special time. Kill enemy champions and Interneos. Unlock all Serix weapon skins. Blog post said, in addition to our first 3 expansions having the deepest discounts ever, we have a selection. Oh, wait, do we? Oh, you're right. I skimmed over it. In addition to our first 3 expansions having their deepest discounts ever. Oh, boy. Awesome. Awesome. Cool, thanks. I'm glad you corrected me on that. Hey. What's up? Alright. Oh my god. Alright.
Rare and valuable.
Selling some stuff until the trading post locks me out again. There was an NVIDIA code that just went out yesterday, I believe, for full game and some armor? Oh, it's probably a Heroic Edition code. So when the original game came out, you bought it off the shelf and then you owned it. You know, no monthly subscription or anything like that. However, later on, the game became free to play, but people who had bought it got were grandfathered into the new system, and it was called Heroic Edition. So it's like you don't have the restrictions of free to play, but you don't have any expansions. That's what Heroic Edition is. That's usually what they give away there. Off-stream topic question. Mr. Dungeons 4 stream yesterday. Any opinion on how close it gets to the original Dungeon Keeper feel? Honestly, it's hard for me to say because I haven't played Dungeon Keeper. I've played Dungeons 2, Dungeons 3, and now Dungeons 4, and I am loving it. I'm having a lot of fun. But I can't make a comparison to Dungeon Keeper because I haven't played that. Hello there. Hi, Lady Cara. And I'm locked out again. Might just wait a second so I can just sell some more. Why Muck is tanking the T5 market? Dude, it's not denting it. I'm fulfilling like 2% of the buy orders. So last week we did a thing where I turned 1 million Volatile Magic into trade shipments, which is what you see in front of you. And I gave a bunch away, and I was doing giveaways for like 14 hours, and I still have this and 3 more stacks of crates. So I'm just selling the rest of these. Hi, what's up? You beat Grounded? What are you gonna do now? Oh, it's finally time to play the games. Dude, he jumped up here with ferocity, chat. His pupils were really big. Kind of spooked me. How many? 34 in-game days. Nice. You have a chip on your shoulder? Yeah, his butt is really high in the air, too. Your kid really is a mini muck? Yeah. There's a picture I've showed on stream before of me, my kid, my dad, and my granddad. And a lot of people say it just looks like the same dude traveling through time. So I pretty much know what I'm gonna look like. That's your brother? That's my kid. He's 11. Someone thought you're my brother. Okay, chip is done.
Good night.
Good night. Heroic Edition was a thing since launch. The Misfire Wolf Elite has been tied to it since the start. After free-to-play came out, existing users got Heroic before the Royal Guard skin and still added... Oh! I didn't know that it was a thing at launch, Nog. Okay. Good night, it's noon. Yeah, I don't know. He says weird stuff. I've learned to just smile and nod. He could tell me good night at noon and I'll just say good night back. Isn't it morning? Yeah, it's 12:30 p.m. I'll need to stop to get lunch soon. Wish we could use the Misfire Wolf as a pet or as a mount or anything. Isn't it like an elite skill? Yeah, it's right there. Why isn't he at school? Are they having a made-up break again? It's funny you say that. Because, like, as an American, the people in EU have so many more days off than we do. From, like, my perspective. But yes, they're on Thanksgiving break right now. Like, you know, when I'm working with people in gaming and stuff, I feel like every single week or two, I get a message from my contacts in EU that are like, hey, just letting you know I won't be available on Monday because we're having a day off to celebrate Queen's Day or something. And I'm like, didn't you just have a 3? Okay, all right. You know, it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. But I get these notifications just like constantly. In Germany, by law, you have 24 days off per year. Most companies go 30. That sounds amazing. Will you eat a turkey? If I had to. I'll eat turkey. I'll never request turkey. Let me tell you guys. A couple of years ago, my grandparents. Now dude, I'm old, so my grandparents are old. They're like in their 90s. They were hosting Thanksgiving for the family at their like retirement community. And they had like a big cafeteria there. And the cafeteria for Thanksgiving basically set up like a Thanksgiving buffet line. So any old people and the old people's visitors, which is like their families, could use the buffet line. And, you know, they had ham and turkey and stuffing and all the other crap you usually have for Thanksgiving. They had a breakfast bar. And I was like, what? In chat, that Thanksgiving, I ate like 30 pieces of bacon. That was the best Thanksgiving I'd ever had. I was so fat. Bro, I didn't get turkey. I didn't get cranberry sauce. I didn't get ham. Yo, I just cleaned them out of bacon. I was like, dude, I don't need any of this. I'm just getting the breakfast stuff. Any pumpkin pie? Who cares? They had bacon. Dude, I tore that breakfast bar up. I had so many plates. Dude, luckily my wife was driving because I was in the passenger seat in some kind of like bacon-infused coma on the way home. Like I remember like flashes on the way home. I just, vision was coming and going, blurry. It was fantastic. Have you ever been to Maple Steel Biscuit Company? No. Let's see, Par says, dude, there's these sausage links you get at Costco with green chilies in them, super mild, the kids eat them, they're addictive. Oh gosh. Been using your home note video, it's helping a ton. Nice, Doctor, I'm glad. Baconated, what a rough way to go, but so tasty. Wait, finder like the beacons. Did you say bacons? It's a southern thing, but if you like bacon, you love Maple Street. I have in Tennessee. I have to look around. I've been to Tennessee a couple times. Lothario, are you familiar with the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Just to have everyone included in the conversation, there's a town in Tennessee called Chattanooga. And I got it. How do I spell this? Chattanooga Choo Choo. Okay, it corrected me. Chattanooga is where I went. So Chattanooga Choo Choo, I went there with my folks on vacation once. And what it is like, it's a retired train. And they've got a track that's like this, okay? And then buildings. And the Chattanooga Choo Choo, they train cars are hotel rooms. And then they are always the first to get sold out. So then there's normal hotel room buildings next to them that are part of the same place. But you can stay in the cars, and it's just like old southern hotel rooms that are made out of train cars. And then the front train is like kids can climb all over it. Like it's still got all the levers and stuff on the inside, and they can go in and play with it and just run amok. And they can just like climb all over it as long as their parents are watching them. But it's a hotel. It's a hotel. It's pretty rad. And they've got I think here it is. They've got like a really big swimming pool that's indoors, so even in the winter you can use it. But my family went there twice, I think. It was pretty cool. And they also had like a place there you could eat. They had a restaurant at the Chattanooga Choo Choo, and we didn't know it, but the waiters and waitresses were the singers. So they had a stage, and I just remember it was the first place I ever saw a double neck guitar. There was a guy on the stage that had a double neck guitar, and our waitress came up and like she gave us like some like refills on our drinks and went away, and then we were like, where's our waitress? I don't see her. And then she just started singing. We're like, what? And like the waiters and waitresses would like take turns between like bussing tables and singing on stage. They were like the show and also waiting at the same time. It was a wild experience. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so I've been to Tennessee I think twice, and both times we're visiting that. As Europeans, we're mind blown when we go to the US and get unlimited free refills on soda. Yo, as an American, when I go to the EU, I'm mind blown when I get unlimited healthcare. Oh, now I'm sad. Oh, I made myself sad. Sell some claws. My guard ambulance is free. Oh, ours is almost free. It's like 10K. I'll take my healthcare over your soda. I feel like the two might be related. Did you go to the EU? No. I've only been outside of the United States once, and it was as a kid, my dad went on a business trip to the Bahamas. And he had to like set up a voice over IP for some building there. And he took me and my mom, and for me and my mom, it was supposed to be like a vacation. Like we would just hang out in a hotel and look around and stuff. And then for my dad, it was a business trip. And so I had to get a passport and stuff like that and went with him on that. And here's what I remember from that vacation. A friend of my dad's recommended a hotel to us. And this is how we found out this guy had terrible taste. It was because the hotel was like falling apart. And I remember we were walking around one night and I saw a rat the size of like a chihuahua running through the street. And that really burned into my mind. Like, the area we were in, it was a dump. It was like when you're watching the old Batman cartoons and you see like Batman's parents killed in the alley, like everywhere looked like that alley. It's every street I saw was the alley Batman's parents died in. I was like, man, this place is freaking creepy. And then after we spent like one night in the crappy hotel, my dad's like, dude, screw this. And he ended up spending more money than we intended to spend to move us to like one of the nicer hotels, you know, like a Ramada or something like that. And you know, there it was like the Bahamas that they advertise on commercials, you know, like the white sandy beach and everything looks really nice. But it was like when you were away from that, like away from the tourist area, it was that was my experience there. That's the only time I've been outside the US. Apparently Cracker Barrel bought Maple Street in 2019. I'm familiar with Cracker Barrel. I've never eaten there. My wife sometimes buys lasagnas there, like frozen lasagnas, and brings them home. But like, yeah, they're all over the place here, but I've never eaten there. Like, never, because like it has like a restaurant inside. I've never eaten at the restaurant. Mike, I did that once in Breckenridge, Colorado. I've been to Breckenridge. The hotel was part of the Vale's resort, so they had good photos, but the rooms were worse than a broke-down college dorm. Oh, man. Breckenridge, Colorado. Okay, I got a short story about that. All right. So, growing up, occasionally I'd get to go on a vacation with my dad, and my dad likes snow skiing, and he got someone to teach me how to snowboard. And one time, he chose to take us to Breckenridge, Colorado. Now, at the time, I lived in Georgia, which is near sea level, okay? So imagine the elevation is here. We go up to Breckenridge, Colorado, which is in the mountains, and we go up to like this elevation. And then the day we landed, my dad's like, let's do it. Let's hit the slopes. And my mom's like, I'm not feeling great. I want to acclimate. And I'm like, what's that mean? And my dad's like, just ignore your mother. Come on, let's go. And he takes me, and we drive up to the mountain, which is higher again. And then we get on the lift, and we take the lift to the top of the mountain. Chat, altitude sickness introduced itself to me that day. I had a very close and personal relationship with altitude sickness that day. I didn't know what altitude sickness was, but I get to the top of the mountain and I'm like, Dad, something's wrong. He's like, what? And I had like a thing like this because we were snowboarding, and I pulled it down. I was like, I just threw up all over the run. And I was like, oh my God. And I just could not stop puking. And my dad's just like, and I could see in his eyes, he's like, I just paid like $80 for these lift tickets for a day. He's throwing up all over the run. And I felt bad. And like, he's like, well, there's only one way down the mountain. I'm like, trying not to sob. And we go down the mountain, we go like 100 feet, and I'd have to pull over and throw up. And we'd go down like 100 feet, and I'd pull over, and there was nothing left in my stomach. And we kept doing that. And I had to basically just like puke my way down the mountain. And we finally get down to the bottom, and we get in the car, and he's driving us to the hotel. And I remember at one point I was like, pull over. And I had to lean out the door and puke out. And we get back to the hotel, and I climb into the bed, and I just pass out. Chat, I was out for like 12 hours. I woke up, and there was a Domino's pizza box in the room. And I'm like, dude, the first thing, I was like, y'all had pizza without me? And they're like, you were sick and unconscious. And I'm like, I love Domino's. Dude, I had priorities. I'm telling you, I had priorities. I'm wondering, hold on. Georgia elevation, Breckenridge, Colorado elevation. I want you guys, let's see. Georgia is Georgia reaches sea level, and at the highest it's 600 feet on average. Breckenridge, Colorado is 9,600 feet above sea level. The resort is 12,900. Okay, so in one day, I went from 600 feet, like 600 feet above sea level, to I went up 12,000 feet. I went up 12,000 feet in elevation, and my dad goes, "Let's go snowboarding." And I'm like, okay, and then just puked my way down a mountain. Dude, oh my god, it was brutal. It was brutal. I did not know what altitude sickness was before that day.
Another.
You're lucky you only got sick, I guess. Alright. Well, there's always no better. Yeah, I had never had it before that day. Honestly, even like after I recovered and then did some snowboarding, I didn't love the Breckenridge, Colorado resort. Of the places I've been, Park City has been my favorite. Oh my gosh, we're making progress. I've been at 7K for about 14 years now, and that 2K still gets to. It's funny because when I lived in Georgia and we would go out to somewhere like Utah, it was the elevation, right? Like I'd climb a set of stairs and be like I wasn't getting enough oxygen. After living in Utah for a few years, and then we would come to Georgia because my family, like grandma and stuff like that, still lives in Georgia. So we'd come back to Georgia on occasion to visit family. Humidity. Utah's a desert. It doesn't feel like it because it's not a desert like, you know, in shows and games and stuff like that. It's not like sandy, but it's a desert. It's completely dry, which is cool because there's no bugs. There is no bugs at all. But there's no humidity. So it could be 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 and you could be in short sleeves either way. It's fine. But then in Georgia, the temperature changes 2 degrees. You could be like drenched in sweat because the humidity just magnifies it, and there's bugs everywhere. So like, you know, I know people that came from Utah to Georgia to visit me, and they were like, oh my God, it's like trying to breathe in a sauna because there was just like so much moisture in the air and they weren't used to it. Let's see, we visited friends in Colorado, and after that mountain, you feel like your soul's ripped out through your spleen. That is alarmingly specific. Are we gonna get snowboarding muck stream? I could probably still snowboard. Snowboarding is more about balance than anything else. It doesn't really require muscles, or not many of them. Cannot stand humidity. I go to Mexico or Honduras and I'm melting. Yo Dream says, I got a question. What's the most needed class spec and also the easiest class for fractal challenge modes? I play Power Dragon Hunter for a few months now, but my damage is too low at 10k DPS. Oh boy. Okay, so a couple of things. So Dream, first of all, if you want an easy to play build that could do like 20 to 30k DPS, I've got a whole series of low intensity guides where it's just like, copy this build, hit these 3 buttons, you'll do 30k. So there's a lot of those right there. There's a link to that if you want it. As far as most needed for fractal challenge modes, you usually need a healer that provides alacrity or a healer that provides quickness. And then you need a DPS that provides alacrity or quickness, the other one to match with them. And then 3 DPS. So, depends what you like to play. Do you want to be a DPS support, or a healer support? It's usually one of those. Skiing will tear you up, snowboarding is super easy and more comfortable, and back to Guild Wars. I can bounce all over the topics, Parzival. Did Monk move to Utah? I thought he lived on the East Coast. No, in the past. So Ashen Stride, during my high school and part of college years, I lived in Utah. Now, that was quite some time ago, so I'm just sharing some stories. Muck used to snowboard. He never struck me as someone into extreme sports. I mean, you can snowboard and not be doing extreme sports. Like, I could do jumps. I couldn't do, like, flips or anything like that. Honestly, the most, like, in terms of fun, you know, the forbidden F word, the thing I like the most, Park City, Utah had this one trail called Home Run. And it was like, you go to the top of the mountain, and it was a green run that went down the whole mountain. And it was really wide. And there was lots of other blue and black diamond runs that would branch off of that. And I could do those, but my favorite thing was to go to the top of the mountain in Park City and get on the Home Run trail and just go really fast, just tearing down this green run down the whole mountain. That was the funnest thing for me. Like, yes, you couldn't get the, like, you could go speeds like that on the blue and the black runs, but you were kind of going, it was terrifying. But on the green one, it was awesome.
Shreds the gnar.
But you just had to stay out of people's way, because there were true newbies on those runs. So you had to make sure to, you know, give them a wide berth so that they didn't have like a heart attack when you get too close to them or something if you were doing that. But those were my favorites. Those were my favorites. I got family in Houston, Colorado. Went to visit in the summer. I didn't want to be outside in Houston. Didn't want to be inside in Colorado. You missed that I used to live in Utah part. Oh, sorry. I remember there used to be a time that condition damage was better than power in high-level fractals. Is that still true? I would say it depends on the boss, but either one's fine. There will be some tryhards that will be like, you're not doing power for this fight? Oh my god. And they're single. But it really, truly doesn't matter. There are some fights where it's like, when you get the boss to 50% health, he'll monologue and tell you his whole plan, and while he's doing that, he's invulnerable, so the conditions fall off. And then you've got to reapply all the conditions as soon as he finishes talking. So for that fight, people will say power's better because the condition damage dealers have to ramp up again after he finishes his monologue. The condition group will still kill it. Like, I don't know a group that's ever not killed something because they brought power instead of Condi or Condi instead of power. Might one have a little bit of an edge over the other in some situations? Sure. But it's minor. It's not a big thing. Silent Surf is usually power. Sunquaw is often Condi. Waiting for my lemon loaf to cool down before I apply glaze. What's going on? I think you get lemon loaf. 4 Condis on 99. Heck yeah, let's do it. I mean, 99 is Sunquaw now, so that actually wouldn't be bad. Skiing easy to learn, hard to master. Snowboarding hard to learn, easy to master. You know, it's funny, Parzival, you say that. The quote I learned was skiers break their knees and their legs, and snowboarders break their wrists. You got a much kinder teacher than I did. Because apparently, usually when a skier falls, they get their legs tangled up because the skis, and then they'll like break something in their leg. And my dad has broken his knee twice skiing. And then for snowboarders, they're if this is a board, their legs are anchored. Their legs aren't going to move. So usually they're like, and they put out their hands to break their fall when they start to fall forward, and then they can break a wrist. So if a snowboarder breaks something, it's usually a wrist. That's how I know about your fall. You don't want to mess up with your hands at game stream for a living. Can confirm snowboarded once, broke my wrist. There you go. Narowski is 100% of my data set. As a swimmer growing up, I knew many people in skiing over winter breaks that broke their knee or something like that. It's a forbidden activity.
Mucluck bobble, mucluck bobble, mucluck bobble, suna cheers, suna cheers, suna cheers.
Suna cheer. Thank you, Maze. What I learned from this is don't snow or ski board. Snow or ski board check. We're up to 679 gold in the delivery box. My cousin broke his left arm 4 times snowboarding. Bro, he needs... After the second time, why was he not just simply wearing like a sleeve of armor on his left arm? Fun tip, if you fall while snowboard and go to catch yourself, either slide your hands and kiss the mountain or punch the snow and kiss the mountain. What? As someone who's snowboarding, I have no idea what I just read. I punched the snow with my face. I see plenty who preserve their wrists and just use their face. PF, I broke my arm 3 times in one accident last year. It was all bicycle though. Good skill check there. Hit the med check was the worst part. Last time he fell, his arm went into a boot hole in the snow that had frozen overnight, so it was an ice hole. He has the worst luck. Oh my gosh. My dad has messed up his knee twice, and one time, I don't remember if it was a rib, because I don't think he broke a rib, but somehow one of his lungs got punctured or damaged. Not severely, but it had a hole in it. And so he was breathing with one lung. So we were freaking out, and we were like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And he'd be like, yeah. Or no, or whatever. Like, basically, he had to take like 10 breaths to say one word because he was getting so little air. Because one of his lungs was, like, not working. And, you know, of course, we were like, trying to get him down the hill, freaking out. He's had a... Okay, hold on. There was this... Alright, I feel like I have to tell this whole story. I'm pretty sure I've already made a YouTube video of this. But, you know, we're so deep into this right now. Okay. One time, I go boarding skiing with my dad, and we get off on a ski lift, and it's at Park City, and he gets off the lift, and I get off, and I'm on my board, and I start to go forward. In his mind, I'm about to go down the wrong run. I was just like moving out of the way of the lift. Like, I don't even think my other leg was buckled in yet. For those who don't know, when a snowboarder gets on a lift, they unbuckle one foot so that they can kind of push. Think like someone's standing, like they're standing on a skateboard and they're using their free leg to push the board forward. A snowboarder does that at a lift. They unbuckle one foot so they can kind of skate. I don't even think my other foot was buckled in yet. My dad thought I was going to go down the wrong thing, and he grabbed his solution to this was to grab me by the collar and pull back instead of, you know, using his big boy words. He pulls me back. And okay, hang on a second. All right, so he's on skis, right? He's got a side to me, and he pulls me like this, and I land all my weight on him, and then he falls to the side and has pulled me onto his knees from the side. Chat, my weight broke one of his tendons. Like his, it's like his ACL or something like that just snapped, and one of the other ones tore. Because, you know, like the skis had his legs in a spot and his feet would not move, and then he pulled my weight too far and pulled me on top of him, and then his knee propped. And we're at the top of the run. And, you know, my dad starts screaming. I had never heard my old man scream in pain like this before. And of course, I'm like, oh my God. The guy because, you know, there's a guy in the booth at the lift, he slams the emergency stop button because he didn't see what happened, and comes running outside, and he's like, what happened? And my dad's howling. And, oh, thank you. And so he comes out, and they determine he cannot get down the mountain. And the run we were on was a Black Diamond run. They could not get a snowmobile up there. So they call this expert skier guy, and he comes up, and, you know, he's got the resort stuff, and he's got a, like, toboggan, like a sled with, like, a harness that he can pull, and they put my dad in it, and they strap him down. They're going to pull him down the mountain. And my dad has kind of acclimated to the pain, and he tells me, and he's like, get down the mountain, find your mom, tell her what's going on, tell her to meet us at the where they're taking me, like the medic shack. And I'm like, okay. And now I could go down Black Diamond runs. I wasn't like the fastest, but I could go down Black Diamonds at this time. So I start making my way down the hill to go tell my mom what's going on. I believe she was like reading a book in one of the lobbies or something. All of a sudden I see this just I see this like upside down sled just poof down the mountain at like Mach 2. Just like plowing through the snow. There was moguls, okay? There was these huge moguls. And for anyone who is listening to the story who doesn't know what moguls are, it is these humps that form after snow, and it makes these bumps, okay? And there is this just some kind of shark or something is just blasting through these hills down the mountain. And I'm like, whoa, Dad, did you see and I turn around and I see the guy that was pulling my dad has one ski on and is doing cartwheels down the mountain. And I'm like, and I realized the thing that just blasted past me was my dad. And I was like, oh God! And so as fast as I can, I'm trying to get down this hill. Like I'm getting outside my comfort zone for how fast I'm going down this Black Diamond run. And I get down there and the thing finally crashes into one of the moguls and just comes to a stop. And I realize it's the toboggan he was in that he's strapped into. His arms are tied to his sides and he's face down in the snow. And he just went down the mountain, just grinding his face against the mountain for a few hundred feet. So I get down there and I'm like, I dig him out. I'm like, Dad, he's like, I just remember the moment I reached him, he's like, that's, Jesus Christ, what? And then like finally the guy that had the one ski comes like clambering over. He's like, are you okay? So, you know, obviously he tried to go down the hill and he couldn't keep control and it ran him over. And then it just went down the mountain. So my dad went Mach 2 down the mountain on his face, you know, tied into the thing. And yeah, at this point they were down far enough that you know, they managed to get more help and get my dad to the thing. And so they ended up giving us like free, like, oh, here's a lifetime supply of free ski tickets and stuff like that. That my dad lost his sunglasses. He had some really nice sunglasses somewhere in his trip down the mountain. Those were gone. And then years later, we're back at the same resort, and unrelated to me at all, he hurt his knee again. And I don't even remember if it was the same knee or the different knee. And then the collapsed lung thing happened. And he's in the med bay, and they're telling him, they're like, hey, buddy, look, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, you're gonna make a full recovery from this. It's just gonna take time. Hey, if you feel bad about this, there was a guy here a few years ago. He got hurt on the mountain, and then his toboggan came out of control, and they accidentally dropped him down the mountain. You got it way better than that guy. And my dad's in the med bay, he's like, filling up his one lung. That was me! Dude, he had to take so many breaths before he could scream at this dude. And that was when finally, because like I was like almost mothering him because I was freaking out about his collapsed lung, and that's when I was like, oh, he's fine. Is your family banned from that resort? No, I never got hurt there. He keeps getting hurt there. Dude, I remember the air flight home was awful because he had to get multiple seats because he had to prop up his broken leg. He couldn't, you know airplane seats. He couldn't bend the leg. It was in a cast. So he had to get some seats. He had to sit with like his leg propped up next to him, which was uncomfortable, but then they also had to move people around to allow him to get on the plane. Yeah, it was a time they dropped my dad down a mountain and then reminded him about it later. Mug, don't go there again. It was a long time ago. I'm sure like none of the staff that were there still work there. Don't you just love it when you have a terrible experience and the business response is this, here's a bunch of free uses of the stuff you just hated? Not derail the funsies, did you see the Guild Wars 2 post? Was it the one about the boat? Yeah. Your father should find some other winter activity. He hasn't gone in a while, I don't think. Oh my gosh.
This is a find.
So many trophies. So I started at 8,000 gold. I spent 1 million volatile. And at that point, I should have been near 12,000 gold value. But I was down to 4,000 liquid coins. And then I had 8,000 gold worth of materials. And I gave tons away. So I'm trying to see, of what I have left, what is the remainder worth? So I'm trying to sell the remainder. I'm not going to crash Guild Wars 2. If it can't handle it. Got my ab workout in today, thanks. Oh, laughing at my dad. You're welcome. That was me. Economy going down in 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know about that. Soto sale when? This weekend. Wait, no. Not this weekend. They said every expansion except Soto on scale this weekend. I'm a liar. You know, it said first 3 expansions. Deepest discounts ever. Don't know how much. Alright, those are done. Scales. This is now a clean my bag stream. I'm sorry. Trying to get this stuff out. They're already on sale on Steam. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna use my own referral link just to open a link to the shop. Let's see what the prices are. Elder Dragon Saga Collection, $19.99. Complete Collection, $49.99. Wow. Wow, that's huge. EOD, 50% off. Heart of Thorns, $7.49. Wow. For the first 2 expansions, $7.49. Dang. That is good. Hang on. Steam Guild Wars 2. I might have to do a video on this. Here we go. Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, $7.49. EOD, $15. By Ogden's Hammer, what savings? Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna plug my referral link, chat. Shameless. Shameless. Okay, hang on, chat. YouTube mode.
And Slam, and welcome to Japan,
After this.
kids. It's time for tentacles.
Okay, so today is Tuesday, November 21st. Yeah, sorry, English is my first language. And we got a little bit of Guild Wars 2 news. Brew potions on the go with the Alchemic Power Skiff skin. Now, I would not normally make a news video about a skin for a skiff, but there is something better later on, trust me. So really quickly, here is the skiff. I can also show it in the game for people who care about that. Flute Girl. This is, let's see, where is it? Right here, huh? This is it. Pretty cool, honestly. It looks like something that Willy Wonka would ride away in after many children go missing. That is what it looks like. Float along the rivers and lakes of Tyria in your own mobile potion brewing lab with the Alchemic Power Skiff skin. Take your cauldron on the go so your tinctures and tonics can be concocted with the freshest ingredients available. What's in stock? We're refreshing our seasonal selection of mount and skiff skins with a 20% discount starting on Friday. That would be Black Friday after Thanksgiving. Save on many of your favorites, including the Grand Lion Griffin skin, Shimmerwing Skyscale skin, Shell Surfer Skimmer skin, Mordrum Alpha Jackal skin, Crescent Canoe Skiff skin, Jade Tech Skiff skin, and many more. New drinking game. Every time they say skin. Returning this week, want the convenience of having items available to all of the characters on your account? Shared inventory slots are 20% off until December 4th. They are also part of our Black Friday sale and will be 30% off on November 26th and 27th. Evan Nashblade's birthday deals. In addition to our first 3 expansions having the deepest discounts ever, remember this sentence, we will come back to it, we have a selection of in-game sales happening this weekend. Enjoy 30% off all outfits, armor sets, individual armor and weapon skins, gliders, backpacks, and glider combos from Friday, November 24th until Monday, November 27th. Black Lion chest keys will be available for 40% off on Friday, November 24th and Saturday, November 25th. There's no better time to stock up. Sunday, November 26th and Monday, November 27th, the following items are 30% off. Equipment template expansions, build storage expansions, backslot expansions, Black Lion instant level 80 tickets, storage expanders, all Living World episodes and seasons, bank tab expansions, and shared inventory slots. Now, the main reason I was like, oh yeah, I guess I will do a video, was this right here. Deepest discounts ever. So, Guild Wars 2 website. This is where you buy expansions if you are using the standalone client. That is the not Steam version of Guild Wars 2. Elder Dragon Saga Collection is 60% off, from 50 bucks down to 20 USD. The complete collection, which has everything, has gone from $100 down to $50. The Soto is still the same price. Soto alone is the only thing that's not marked down. That's their newest product. EOD is currently half price, from 30 USD down to 15. Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns together is $7.50 down from $30. And then Guild Wars 2 is free. So huge discounts. And then here is on Steam. We have checked on Steam. The exact same deals are on Steam. So $7.49 and 75% off for Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns. The EOD is half price. Soto is the same price, and then the full complete collection is half off, 50 instead of 100. So pretty good deals if you or a loved one have been waiting to pick up those expansions. And as always, your best friend Muckluck has a referral link that I will put into a pinned comment and also the description down below if you want to support this channel while you're picking up your stuff. But if that only works for the standalone client. If you're a Steam user, don't worry about the link. You just do you. And that's it. That is the new stuff. As a few reminders of upcoming stuff, since I'm here anyway, November 27th is the live stream where they are going to demonstrate the new upcoming weapons, such as the Necro Swords and the Warrior Staff, things like that. We're going to get more information on those. And November 28th is the next balance patch, and also going to be when the beta test starts, which allows us to play with the new upcoming weapons for like 5 days. So that's it. That's the news. Go get yourself some expansions if you need them, and we'll see you in Tyria. Boom. There we go. Now, if even one person uses that referral link, it was worth doing. Could make an alt account? You could make an alt account, yeah. Welcome back, YouTube. Thank you, Pika. Can't wait to get into EOD and Soto. You should. It's good. If you like Guild Wars 2, there's more Guild Wars 2 content for you to enjoy if you pick up the expansions. I'll be using the link. Thanks. Thank you, Percurrent. Appreciate that. Glad you guys pointed that out to me. This right here was a very important line on this post. Like, this whole post, I was like, oh, I'm not going to do a news video on this. And then someone's like, yeah, did you see that one sentence right there? And I'm like, no. Why? Use your link when I snack Soto. Nice. Appreciate it. Paying for this peanut butter and jelly sandwich I'm eating right now. Does it work for gyms? It does not, I don't believe. Like, for example, this is my referral link page. And I think you can buy gems, but I don't think I get anything for that. Don't think I get anything. In the past, I would say if you buy gems on Amazon with my Amazon referral link, I can get a kickback from that if you wish to do that. However, this is the first time saying this on stream. My Amazon referral link got closed recently for the stupidest reason. And I hate their customer support so much that I talked to my wife and I was like, I could fight them on this. It might take weeks or months. And she's like, I think you should just let it go. So again, Mark, no. So what it was before, really quickly, I had an Amazon Associates account, which is basically like a referral link in the United States and in Canada and in Germany and like France. Like I had a bunch of them, and the German one called me up and they're like, 999, you broke a rule. And I'm like, what? And they're like, you have this linked here and our rules say that you can't have this linked here. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there, hold on, there, I removed it. It's gone. And they're like, nope, you're out of the program. And I'm like, are you? And they're like, if you want to appeal it, you could appeal it. And I was like, okay. So I appealed it and I was like, hey, I just made this change. Is it fine now? I want to know before I turn it back on. And they're like, if you did that, it's fine. And I'm like, no, I'm asking you. Reply. I'm asking you, is it fine now? I don't want to get in trouble with you guys again. Am I safe to turn this back on? And they were like, if you did that, it's fine. Okay, and so I turn it back on, and then they call me up, 999, you turned it back on after we told you to turn it off, and then now you're banned for life. Jesus Christ. All right, just never mind. And so Germany, Amazon banned my account. So I was like, fine. So I just left that one offline. I still had all the others. That was like a year ago. Last week, I get an email from them that Amazon was doing like an audit or something. And they're like, we've discovered that one or more of your accounts have been closed for bad conduct. So we closed all your other accounts. So it's like the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. And the right hand is brain damaged. So all of my referral link shop things were closed all at once. And I was just like, honey. And then I talked to my wife. I'm like, should I fight this? And she's like, I just don't. And it's like with how bad a time we had trying to get help from their customer support during the first fiasco, I had no hope of dealing with this one. So yeah, that's those links are sadly gone. Amazon never does. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. I got locked out of an Amazon account in June. Did get it back, but the CS was BS. Yeah. Yeah. Like my own personal, like when we order off Amazon, like that's fine. It was just my little store account for the the referral links and stuff is toast. Guild Wars 1 is also 75% sale on Steam. Yep, we showed it just a minute ago. We got the prices right here. Don't even get me started on Amazon customer service. I mean, I was basically trying to call the customer service in like Germany, but I couldn't get a straight answer for anything. Yeah, blocked again. All right, chat. With that, you guys have been wonderful. Hey, thank you guys for a wonderful morning stream. I'm going to wrap things up here and then enjoy the rest of my lunch and then get this video done and a few other things for the evening stuff. If you happen to be new to my channel, hello, my name is Muckluck. I stream every single day, every evening, and every weekday morning. I will be back later this evening on the North American servers of Guild Wars 2 to do some hamburger content for any of you who want to join me then. And maybe some like Stranded Alien Dawn or something after that for some variety. And then I'll be back again tomorrow morning doing probably Dungeons 4 at that time for those of you interested in that. These are my YouTube channels. If you don't know, I've got 2 of those. If you're following me on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hello, hit like and subscribe. Helps us with the YouTube algorithm for our beastly overlords. And a special thanks to the patrons. They keep this place alive. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the YouTube stream here, and then I'll do a raid on Twitch. If you would like to watch more Twitch content, then don't touch that dial. All right, YouTube, have a good one. I'll see you later.